Hello to all fellow detractors. Big ups, happy Father's Day to all the daddy detractors that we have going on today. Make sure your kids do something good for you. I mean, unless they're rotten. But in any case, let's talk about somebody who thankfully is completely childless and will remain that way. Let's talk about DSP. I haven't done a stream since Wednesday, so we have an awful lot of catching up to do. And since we have an awful lot of catching up to do, I don't know how it seemed to work so wonderfully in my favor, but big ups to Snort Burnell, who has pretty much captured the important, quote unquote, important, because this guy's not important, but important things that have been happening since Wednesday during the afternoon, like I say, when I last streamed. So let's go into the Wednesday night and we will go from there. What's up, everybody? Big ups. Again, happy Father's Day to all the dads. Let's jump into the Snort Burnell clip. This is great because this is where he gets trolled by memberships on, what the fuck was he playing? Was it Minecraft? I think it was Minecraft. And then he got all salty.
Oh, I'm not struggling with Mario Kart at all. I don't know where you're hearing your stuff besides idiots who put stuff out of context. Mario Kart is too easy.
Oh, yeah, this is where he says, oh, hold on, why is he so low? Okay.
I beat the entire campaign of Mario Kart in one sitting, and playing online is very easy. The difference is, in this game, Mario Kart World, because there's 24 players, constantly people get the god items. So constantly someone is big and runs you over, then you get hit by lightning, then they go, infinite mushroom. So basically, if you get hit once, you're kind of boned. Like, there were races I'm in first place, and I get hit with a blue shell, and then I'm in last.
Hey, trust me, I hated being away from y'all for 3 days. That shit sucks ass. I very rarely get busy. I can usually be here 4, 5, 6 days a week.
And then when you do, you're done. But no, it's not hard in any way, shape, or form. At all. It's a very fun game, as long as you...
Occasionally, my job is like, you have to do adult things. You can't rip on this fucking shitter on the internet. And I'm like, oh, damn.
You're not, like, ultra serious about it. I really like it. I love the knockout tour. I think it's very well executed.
From what I remember being told... when he played, because he played Mario Kart during the day, and I think he played like, I don't know, 20 like races or whatever. I guess he came in third twice, and the rest of them, like, he didn't even place. Like, he sucked ass.
What are you talking about? Save us GTA. Could you stop fucking lying? He says, you didn't get a single podium finish. I won a race, and last night I had 2 third places. Could you shut the fuck up? If you're going to sit here and lie, I'm going to fucking slap you with my e-cock. You understand?
I'm going to slap you with my e-cock. And then he gives you this face, which I have to grab because it's great for a thumbnail. Like, yeah, you owned him. Got him.
You can't be saying that shit. You can't
Sure.
just blatantly lie in my chat like an idiot. Even last night, I had 2 third place finishes, so shut the fuck up.
I miss, oh, look, he's so butthurt about it. These are great thumbnails, by the way. If you could keep doing that, that'd be great. I missed everybody, trust me, except him. But I did miss making fun of him, even though I make fun of him with Mr. Tahxic.
Stop lying. You're being a dick.
Stop making fun of me. Stop making fun of me. Stop being mean to me.
So butthurt and so defensive.
There you go. Gout him.
Fucking great. I can't believe it.
So guys, the last contribution that we had on stream was 33 minutes ago. If you enjoyed chill Minecraft fun every week here on DSP Gaming, please support tonight's...
Maybe they do. Maybe they don't enjoy the little fucking tip countdown timer that goes off every 10 minutes. Hello, you cheap, broke-ass pieces of shit. It's been 15 minutes and I haven't gotten any money. Like, you're such a piece of shit. What's going on, everybody?
Stream. I need to hit the goal tonight. We did not hit it earlier. We had great momentum this week, and then I got stifled by crappy-ass Mind's Eye. Let's get some support for Minecraft tonight. Let's get our...
You know, that game was terrible, but I bet you could have made it fun. I bet you could have been warm and kind and funny and encouraging, and people probably still would have thrown you a couple of bucks. Even if you suck at a game, or that game obviously did not go over very well, as, you know, they're handing out refunds for it and everything, but it's like, come on, dude.
Our first sub. Let's get our first membership. Let's get our first tip. Seriously, we haven't got any of those right now. No.
Well, maybe don't sit there on your ass with your hand out like a fucking loser, just demanding it. If you would spend half as much time that you do demanding, if you would just spend half of that time not doing that and just being entertaining, I promise you the money would come.
Done. Let's get some. Come on. Okay.
That's not begging. That's business.
Well, Joker War has admitted that he's from Argentina, so those memberships don't count now, sadly. So he's using a VPN. So we erased that. We're right back to the $9 we were at in Joker War.
He got so excited. The only thing that I don't like about this video, and it's no disrespect, obviously, but I wish it could have captured his face when he got the gifted memberships. And he got really excited. And I thought, but wait a minute, because the gifted memberships were not sent by someone that I recognized, or I don't think he recognized. But for some reason, he got really excited. And I was like, well, wait a minute, where's all the, oh, I don't know, guys, and this might be fake. That natural paranoia, you know, that he's got, it didn't happen. He just happily counted it, collected his money, added it up, and then went on about his business. And it goes to show a little bit later on, if you watch like the raw Phil clip or whatever, he'll go, oh, well, I thought they were real. The channel's been around for like 10 years. And I was like, oh, so he's basing whether or not all of these things are real or not real on how long you've had the YouTube channel, which is kind of silly. And then this guy gave him a super chat and was like, all hail Argentina or something like that.
Joker War gets eliminated. Actually, what is a 500 Argentinian super chat? I'm just curious. 42 cents. What a joke. All right, ban that fucking plebeian. All right, there we go. He's banned.
Ban that fucking plebeian. Ooh, boy.
All right, screw you guys. I'm turning the stream off. No one supported the stream at all tonight. I don't know why. So I guess I'm just going to turn it off early.
I guess you guys aren't gonna cough up and give me any more money, so fuck you. I'm just gonna go home.
Will you please get some
Crap, I am home. I don't know where to go. I guess maybe I'll just be like, ha, psych, and just keep going.
support for Minecraft tonight? We've been playing for nearly an hour, and we got $11. I like the chill Minecraft streams, all right? I want to make this clear. I like interacting with you.
I love standing around and fishing for 2 hours while you give me $20 to have me name inanimate objects. That's super fucking cool. You like pork hub, and I gotta be careful how I say these, and goutback? Yeah, pretty good. I'm a fan of Chub Hub, personally, myself.
You guys, I'm talking with you a lot while we're doing Minecraft stuff. I enjoy learning about Minecraft and all this interaction. But as
Hope
I've
Super
told you
Kame,
guys,
big ups, honey.
it needs
Huh,
to be
what's going
supported.
on?
There's many other things that people want to see me play and do. And
There's so many things that people want to watch me do. Yeah, I don't think I can say any of those on YouTube. They don't like that.
kept Minecraft now for 2 months in the rotation. Sometimes more, sometimes not as much. All right? But you need to have support tonight. We didn't even hit my support.
He seems like he's having a lot of fun, doesn't he? Guys, come on. I really love this game, you guys. Come on. I mean, come on. Like Jimmy from South Park. Like, you guys, seriously, come on.
Earlier today, I was looking to make up for it tonight. $11 after an hour is not.
You wish they'd ban DSP for natural origin discrimination just because it follows the rules he claims to agree with. Nah, don't wish him to get banned. We'd have to find somebody else to shit on, and it wouldn't be as fun.
Not good. So if you like Minecraft,
Let these stupid fucking retarded whales keep giving him just enough to scrape by. Don't you like? This is actually, I don't know, maybe it's not actually worse, but I feel like these fucking retards that keep him propped up, they give him just enough. You know what I mean? Because he burns through money. So they keep him at like 100K. He wants way fucking more than that. I don't know if this fucking idiot could live on anything less than that, but he's propped up just enough so that he has to drag his sorry ass in front of this camera day after day after day. It's just enough. Because if he gets any more, we see what happens. Like when he got the $1,600 tip from Thomas the Dent Engine. And then less than 24 hours later, you see the tweet from TJ Gamebox that he blew $13.50 on WWE Champions. Let him keep living. This is worse than death. This is worse than getting banned. You know what I mean? Because when he gets banned off the internet, which there may come a day when he does, if he ever gets banned off the internet, it wouldn't, honest to God, do fucking anything but improve his life. And personally, I'm petty as fuck. I don't want his life to be improved.
and you want to see it continue, please support it.
If he does something particularly fucking scummy, I want him to like be banned for sure. But
If we don't get support tonight, then I might not even play Minecraft again. Really, like I have to have people who buy into the content. Okay?
Our Lady of Leisure got used to 18,000 a month. Oh, you bet your sweet Bippy. Right. I remember when he used to get pissed off when it fell to 12K a month. Here's the thing. When people hear how much money, this guy makes, when we say things like, $125,000, $130,000 a year, some people think like, holy fuck balls. And it's not that it's a small amount of money. This guy used to make triple that. This guy used to make $250,300,000 a year, like consecutively. I think it was only for a couple years and then shit started sliding downhill. But I think there were 2 or 3 years where he made over $250,000 a year. Hey, Mark, what's going on, honey? I'm new to this guy's drama. Oh, I'm so sorry that you've fallen down the rabbit hole. And only recently found out his channel has been going for a long time. My question is, has he always been like this? Not like this, no. He's always been pretty cocky and arrogant, but this guy used to be, like I said a minute ago, rolling in the fucking dough. $250,000 to $350,000 a year, exactly. And he blew it all. Because he's addicted to WWE Champions, where I believe he's spent probably close to $280,000, $300,000 on a mobile game.
So let's get some going right now.
He's gotten much more. I think it used to bother him to beg. I think it used to embarrass him and humiliate him to beg. I don't even know if it registers anymore in his brain that he's doing what he's doing. But now I think he's gotten to a point where he's so desperate that he doesn't even care.
All right, let's get our first tip of the night. But no tips, 0. Let's get our first sub of the night. We got no subs, 0. Come on. Let's get our first real membership of the night instead of the fake ones.
I absolutely rely on tips. I can't get rid of them. I need them to do.
What would be particularly offensive? I don't know if that's necessarily, it's not that it's a bad question to ask me. I'm just not terribly offended by very much. He has certainly broken terms of service, and I don't know why YouTube is not taking responsibility for that. He has absolutely shamed his fans, but this is going to be some of the harsh shit I say today. His fans fucking shame themselves. Realize that you're being taken in by a fucking predator. Demanding money is scummy. It's gross. It's very yucky. However, fucked up as it is, it's not illegal. And I'll be honest with you, the whole thing of him begging, that's not my particular gripe with this dude. If you want to have like no dignity, no grace, no self-respect, and you want to be like, please give me some money, then okay, like I don't like that, but you can do it. He has certainly the thing that drives me the craziest, the thing I do believe that he should be banned for, honestly, he doesn't really do anymore. It was, guys, I can't buy groceries, and he could. Guys, I can't pay my mortgage payment, and he could. Guys, I can't make my car payment. Guys, I can't buy this game. I can't do this. I can't do that. Now he doesn't tell you what he can't afford to pay. He just skips over all that. It's just, I want this money for whatever the fuck I want it for, and you can mind your own business. But that was the predatory, really, really gross. As far as I'm concerned, that shit should have gotten him banned. That's the worst part of it, because he plays on people being nice and being kind. And there were people who obviously didn't have the money to give, but heard his tale of woe and his plight. And even though they didn't have the 10, 20, $100, they gave it anyway, because they thought that this fucking dude in his 3-bedroom condo in his private gated community in like the 4th most expensive city in the country, they were under the impression that he needed that $20 more than they did. That is the fucked up part right there. That's the part that bothers me, is that's a con man. Oh, I need this, I desperately need this, but I drive a BMW and I live in a private gated community and, so on and so forth. Although that's not really like up for YouTube, but here's the thing. He could be banned for plenty of other things.
You know what I mean?
Did he apparently lie about cancer? I don't know if he lied about it. I think he told, the guys over at Kino, I think he told PPP that his wife had cancer. But then when he came out as the King Snake, apparently none of that was true. I'm sure that she probably has some kind of health problems.
We got about an hour left.
I think in some cases, I mean, the guy committed tax fraud. He committed bankruptcy fraud. You know, the dude should have, I don't want to say that he should have worse things happen to him, but he should be punished for that. I think this is bigger than just getting banned off of YouTube. You know, lying on your taxes is a crime. He was writing off WWE Champions as business expenses. He might still fucking be.
On stream with $11 of support, to be honest, not really enticing to play more Minecraft.
Due to the refusal to donate, Pigroach decided to threaten to stop playing Minecraft. He needs the money. He does. He needs the money for them Hogan pulls. As far as I come to understand, he's only been able to spend about $2 grand-ish, maybe somewhere between like 2K and 2,500. So we'll split the diff. We'll call it like 2,250. He's only been able to spend like 2,250-ish this month on WWE Champions, and he likes the $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. You know, he wants to blow about $2,000 like a weekend is where I think he would like to sit. So says the bank leaks.
Minecraft's been up and down. Some nights we get a ton of support, and some nights we get, you know, slow support. Some nights it's been in between. This is a really slow start. All right, I've liked bringing this back into the fold. As you can see, where there's
the taxes, he might have been able to play it off as, oh, I didn't know what that meant, or I didn't understand that, or, you know, my professional or what have you, you know, made a mistake and I'm sorry and I'll pay this and I'll pay that. What I absolutely will not forgive is how he got approved for that fucking bankruptcy, claiming $5,000 a month in business expenses and could not explain it and lied. Optimus, thank you for the 5, honey. I appreciate you. He's gotten no kick subs on stream for weeks. Friday, he said he averages 100 to 150 subs a month. Strange dent math is strange. He says he gets 150 subs a month on Kick. Get the fuck out of here. No way. He's such a fucking liar, dude.
There's going to be another mod, by the way, tonight. And I've liked doing it. But when people are supportive, then I keep it in the rotation more. Well,
I don't necessarily, I'm not saying that his parents are poor, because I don't think they are. I'm not sure what their financial situation is. I think mommy gives him money. I think mommy buys him a lot of stuff on home shopping and QVC. I think a lot of the stuff that gets delivered to his house is stuff that mommy bought. I think, was it last Christmas or the Christmas before that they were complaining? He was saying something about he couldn't have a Christmas tree because the cat was going to knock over the Christmas tree. So the mother sent the little ceramic tree or whatever. When he calls mommy once a week, he bitches and gripes and moans about what he doesn't have. And then I think mommy, you know, sends shit. I don't think dad would send much, but I mean, that's me.
Right now, what's my incentive to play it again next week? When there's
What is my incentive to play the game? I don't know, dude. But you're basically admitting that your incentive for being here is money, and that's hella fucked up. Sage Kage, thank you for the tenor, honey. I appreciate you. Maybe YouTube doesn't want to remove him because they knew of his grooming and other questionable activities, and taking him down would be, and taking, if I could read this right, that'd just be super. Taking him down would bring association to him and negatively to the platform. I honestly don't think he's a blip on the radar. He's just really, truly, I don't think, a blip on the radar. I think there was a time where he made YouTube an incredible amount of money. So I personally feel like sometimes Twitch and YouTube and all these platforms will stand behind people, even if they're doing wrong, if they make the platform a lot of money. This guy doesn't do that so much anymore. So it's hard to say.
other things that people want.
I just don't really think that YouTube really acknowledges this guy, which I guess is actually kind of funnier.
Right? Right now, the driving stuff is doing really well with the wheel. If you guys want to see Minecraft, you got to support it, okay?
And every single person, oh, that's e-begging. That's not begging. That's advertisement. I just received an incredibly generous $70 tip from Guitar Player. By the way, thank you, Only Iced Coffee.
A $26 tip. There's no name on this one.
He's lying. He's a faker. He's full of shit. He's a bad person. He's trying to get attention. Herpaderpader.
I don't think Guitar Player is OIC, but I'm not sure on that. But I don't think they're one and the same.
He's not attacking me.
I could totally be fucking wrong.
Are they not? They don't aggro? Hello?
on the bank leaks, it showed he got like $2K from his parents on his birthday. He said something one year about my parents sent me a birthday gift or something like that. And you know it's like a big stack of money.
Oh, he's gonna attack me? No! They don't aggro. They're passive? Well, I'm gonna leave him in here then. I mean, he's incredibly creepy. A zombie piglin. I'm not gonna kill him then. He's passive. No, don't kiss me. Jeez. Leave me alone.
Okay, guys, so great stream tonight. I had fun and we got a lot done, right? That was actually a pretty productive Minecraft stream, in my opinion. So what
That was what I thought. That guitar player, 1939 or whatever, he's been around a minute.
are we up to tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow.
I mean, so has OIC, but I almost feel like guitar players maybe been around longer. I am not up to speed on my fucking pay pig lore, though, I'll be
We'll have
honest.
a podcast, and the focus of the podcast is to update my schedule so that
So that was Wednesday nights. So we're going to move into Thursday.
Once in a while,
This is where he was talking about somebody was reaching out to people claiming to be him or whatever.
get wind that someone out there is trying to pretend like they're me and tries to do malicious actions. In the last few weeks, I've gotten messages from various different people on the internet saying, did you contact me this way? Do you have a Discord? And did you send me a message on Discord? And did you send me an email? And did you DM me on X, blah, blah, blah?
I don't think that this is necessarily, I don't think this happened the way that he said this happened. One person might have reached out to him. I don't think he's getting dozens of emails from people.
To which I'm like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. More than likely, this is another idiot or idiots who are trying to do some kind of a campaign to make me look bad or to fool someone into something bad and scam them.
It is really not, bro, it is not that big of a fucking deal. It's not that big of a fucking deal. It really isn't.
I don't talk about it often.
Sometimes people with high subscriber counts or any little bit of notoriety, sometimes people can quote unquote impersonate them and make a Twitter or make a YouTube channel or make a whatever and impersonate you. And you just report the profile for impersonating. It will typically get taken down, especially if it's spamming things about asking for money. I had this happen to me years ago on another YouTube channel. Someone was impersonating me and sending people weird messages and asking for money. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And you report it and the account's gone and you move on with your, like, it's not a big
But
deal.
sadly, now it's become more
But people weren't reaching out to me, you know.
prominent. Notably on X, it's more prominent because on X, you can't tell who's real and who's not anymore since Brainiac Elon
Without evidence, it seems to me you're just making a drama to get attention. And I kind of believe that's what this is. I'm not saying that someone maybe didn't try to impersonate him or whatever, but
Musk bought the business and decided to make it that you have the check mark if you pay for it rather than you actually get verified and earn it.
why are you so upset about a check mark, dude? Like, you're 43 fucking years old.
Now anyone can have the check mark. So there have been people apparently imitating me on X. Some people told me they got emails that look like my email address.
Nobody wants to be you. Nobody wants to impersonate you. Nobody wants to do this. Nobody. They have, you know, Twitter accounts and this and that make fun of you. I have people who come in my chat and their little profile image is Phil. And, you know, it'll say something, you know, it'll say the Pigroach or something. No one's impersonating you, dude.
Darksidephil@hotmail.com.
Like, stop. Like, what's wrong, honey? Are you a little bored? This is like a bored fucking housewife that doesn't have shit to do during the day. So they make up this fake fucking, you know, the neighbor was eyeballing me when I was going to get my mail this morning. Bitch, ain't nobody looking at you.
I didn't email.
Nobody wants to be you. Nobody wants to act like you. Stop it. You're stupid.
There's a lot of stuff happening right now. And, you know, Discord too. Someone said, you don't have a Discord, do you? I said, I have a private Discord. It's only...
I have a private Discord with all my little pay piggies in it, in which you mock all of your fans in a malicious way. PW Dubs was doxxed on that Discord, and you talk pure shit and gossip. Well, in all fairness, my not so super secret Discord, we talk shit about Phil in there too, but we don't dox anybody or anything. That's fucked up. We share pictures of the stuff that we cook and our animals, and we talk shit about Phil. That's what we do.
I don't use it to talk to the public at all. You know, it's for like business, discussions behind the scenes when I have a guest on a show. That's what my Discord is for.
He's like I'm telling you, he's like a bored housewife that, but here's the thing is he's got the housewife. So the house is clean and the dishes are done and everything's good. And he just sits up here every day and he doesn't have anything to do. And the sad truth is that nobody really gives a fuck about this dude. And I think that hits him. I think that hits him pretty hard that nobody gives a fuck about this guy.
I don't talk to people, publicly on it.
Oh, no, we know that you don't talk to people publicly. We know.
So it's not me if someone's, trying to message you on Discord saying something,
Especially if they text you or do whatever and in any way, shape, or form have a personality. Definitely not this asshole.
So I just want to make this public, all right? It's not me. Please don't fall for it. Idiots will try to do stuff and scam people and do malicious actions.
This was I think one of the first things that he talked about on the podcast on Thursday.
Okay, so just making that known, please don't fall for any of the nonsense, all right? I have public ways that you can reach me, right? You can DM me on X. You can email me at dark.
Except for if you're blocked, which I think everyone's blocked. I guarantee I could make a brand new Twitter account and I would be blocked.
Phil@hotmail.com, but likely you're not going to just see me shoot you a random message out of the blue in some random way. Okay? Okay.
And we know that, but the, people who fucking give you money probably don't know that.
Just a reminder, guys, if you want to...
I know you don't talk to people. I know you don't reach out. I mean, to tell the truth, we shit talk Tahxic. It is what it is. It's okay.
Please, if you can today, please tip me. Like I said, yesterday tips were really, really light, and tomorrow I'm actually...
Tips were really light. The tips were light. Hello.
Going out earlier than usual this week, so any tips you today are going to directly help me afford my groceries and
how would Phil differentiate himself from a scammer? This boomer doesn't know anything about crypto.
stuff tomorrow. So please tip me if you can today, okay, guys? I'm not poor. $50 contribution. $50. Let's get them on the leaderboard. Their name is
Big ups, Iviga.
Mork Zuckerberg. I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature? Yeah, look, it's a money creature. It just throws money around.
Oh, I like the whale one. Because he says that it has teeth that looks like combs. I don't know, that one just, that one gets under my skin in a weird way.
What the hell was that? $50.
Wow, Kirby, what's going on?
$71 from an anonymous tipper, so we hit the goal.
Yeah, we got a whale Mary there. An anonymous whale Mary, so we don't even know if it happened.
That's my lie. Got him. Got him.
Anonymous, what's going on, honey?
I'm good at lying.
God, he's fucking me up.
This, I believe, was the Thursday day stream, was the Liza P stuff.
I can't move. I'm stuck on the wall. I was stuck on shit on the wall. I couldn't move. Well, the problem was I wasn't ready. I couldn't even remember how to use the items at first. I totally forgot what I was doing. So I wasn't ready. I wasn't blocking or parrying or nothing. So I'll get ready for it this time. The problem now is I might need another coin. I don't even know if I have another one.
Having a good day, Wild Kirby. I hope the same for you. Happy Father's Day to all the daddy detractors out there.
Great.
This shit was just so sad. He defaults to that I'm having a bad time silence, and just it was bad.
Yeah,
I caught bits and pieces of this.
It definitely gets challenging when you're juggling a million different kinds of games and you're trying to remember how to play each one, and the controls are all dramatically different, and it's like... Then I just played Elden Ring Night Rain, now I'm playing Lies of P. They play differently, even though they're both in the same category of games.
Stop lying. This is due to your alcoholism. Keep going, and you'll have an even better quality of life than you do now.
But I'll get back into it.
Lol.
You're a little behind on the Snortex lore. Last I checked, he complained about Claire Obscure Act 3. Well, this is, because I haven't streamed since Wednesday, so... We just went over the Wednesday night, which was Minecraft, and now we're into, I believe, Thursday daytime stream, which was the Lies of P, whatever the fuck the name of the DLC was. I don't care.
half moonstone.
Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. If you aren't a dad, do what Phil won't do and call your dad. Indeed. If you are a dad, happy Father's Day. And if you have a dad, do the right thing.
You gotta be kidding me. Why are those guys so deadly?
Do I think DSP talks to his dad? No, I think he talks to his mother. I think he calls, the father answers the phone and says, "Hi, here, talk to your mother."
I couldn't even do anything.
I can't imagine they have a very good relationship because mommy's the one that made the monster.
Noble times, I think it's hold circle. I have the key. I have a key to a tram, but I don't know where you use it. I haven't found this door to use the key on the tram.
If you're a dad and your kid is like DSP, you know what to do. What, disown him? I'm sorry, I gotta... Aside from the obvious blindness and alcoholism, he also suffers from severe stupidity, you know, like all the lol cows, and he doesn't search well. Pigroach needs yellow paint to know where to go. I know y'all love all this comment. He looks real happy, first of all. He looks thrilled. I know that we can all see how happy he looks playing this game. And the silence is just really profound. Optimus, thanks for the fiber, honey. If you aren't a dad, do what Phil won't do and knock a woman up. Well, wait, I'm not a dad. I don't know that I quite have the capabilities to knock up a woman. And I don't know, I'm getting kind of old.
Yeah, this is stupid. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be here. I don't know what I'm doing. Where the fuck do I use this tram key?
I'm completely.
Uh-oh, this sounds like one of those where the fuck do I go games.
Wow.
Great. He's really good at those.
There's an invisible wall I can't move. I'm stuck. I can't move at all.
You won't know till you try. Well, then, damn it, that's what I'm going to do.
I literally can't move right now. I couldn't move. I was glitched.
You don't want kids? You might change your mind one day, Panko, depending on how old you are. I'm old. I don't have kids.
Yeah, this DLC
I didn't, want to have kids. Some people change their mind, some people
is
don't.
fucked up. I was glitched and was frozen in place and could not move. It's like someone pinned me to the spot.
I just wasted 30 minutes running in a circle because the game's bad.
Pigroach seems to be very angry today. Again, this is Thursday. Wonder what happened behind the scenes. Maybe now the divorce is coming. She ain't leaving him, y'all. Stop it. She ain't leaving him. She don't make enough money. She don't want to make enough money. I think she's sick. I think she has illnesses that might prevent her from working. Seriously, stop. She ain't going nowhere. Stop it.
Can't figure
They're both gonna be there till they die, okay?
out in 2025 how to design a fucking game yet?
Remember how he... Do you remember about how he bragged at being so good at games? Detractors remember.
Only have thousands upon thousands of examples. We already dropped down from the wooden platform. We already got the...
She ain't leaving. He sucks. But here's the thing. I don't think he hits her. I don't think he beats her. I don't think he yells and screams at her. And she can spend his money. I think she's happy as a clam.
key. That's where you get the key. That's not where there's a door. There is no fucking door over
As a woman, your testosterone levels dwarf Little Phillips by a good 9 figures. He refused to follow chat's instructions. They always tell him what to do. Oh, they told him what to do, but I guess he just decided not to do it. I think she's part gold digger, part I think she was trying to find... This dude was an escape hatch, because I think she was in a rough situation. I think she was in a rough relationship. And this dude was just, like, I hate to say it like that, but this dude was a putz. You know, she rolled from some other dude right to being with this guy. you know?
You've got to be kidding me. There was no way.
Kino said she screams at him. Yeah, I heard that after he did the Truth Seekers interview with Steve Cambion back in February, the St. Valentine's Night Massacre, I heard that, I heard that she got into him pretty good. I heard she called him stupid.
Need to see this from anywhere up there.
Phil obviously thought that she was attractive, and he just kind of, imagine being cucked by Phil. Let's start there. But I think she was in a worse relationship. Now I think she's just kind of in a neglected, relationship.
Literally, you couldn't see it. So there was no fucking way to know that there was a...
She likes working 10 hours a week or whatever it is that she does, which I'm not knocking her, like, do you? And then, like, fucking puttering around the house doing whatever. And again, I do think that she does have some, health problems.
thing to walk down to. It just wasn't visible. This is their game design.
Phil, listen. Your behavior is toxic.
This clown clearly hates his game. Why do you suppose he plays it? Because this was the brand new DLC, and he is convinced he can cash in on day one views. Day one views. People underestimate how much stupidity / nonsense some people can put up with. I don't think he bothers her all that much. He's up here in this dank, little office that probably smells like depression and stale farts. He's in there 50 hours a week. If he's not in there, then he's in the bathroom. And if he's not doing that, if he's not streaming, he's drunk on the couch, 3 sheets to the wind, pulling Hogans. I don't think they spend all that much time together. I think he's one of those people that's like, well, we were sitting in the same room. I think he plops her down in front of the PlayStation and goes, here, honey, play Power Wash Simulator and I'll watch. And he sits next to her on the sofa and you would think he was on like Tinder or something, but no, he's fucking on WWE Champions with a bottle of gin. I don't think they talk very much. Look how fucking creepy those co-op streams were. They were so clearly uncomfortable just sitting next to each other. There was no chemistry. There was no conversation. Kat couldn't say one single thing that she liked about him. After being pressed to answer, it was, well, he's funny, I guess. That's where we are, y'all. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it's like, I think they're just kind of like two hermity people in their own little hermit world. I think they just kind of move on around each other for the most part. If she really wanted to go that badly, there are resources for people. She might have some kind of disability. Maybe she could get on some kind of government assistance. She could reach out to maybe a family member, or again, like have like the government help with like, housing or money or what have you. If she really, really, truly wanted to go, she'd go. She don't. She wants to sit around, play Power Wash Simulator, and get DoorDash. And if that's what she wants, there really isn't anything wrong with that. But with all due respect, she's got this sucker paying the fucking bill. If anything, I applaud Kat. Keep spending his money. Keep him broke.
You literally, look, when you're standing over here, you actually can't see it. See, you can't see a platform. You can't see a way down. It never occurred to them, hey, make this visible so you can see it.
Oh boy, if that wasn't a yellow paint moment, I don't know what is.
That's too difficult. Oh my.
I do believe that she is eating her emotions. I do believe that she is depressed, but I do also believe that she's developed health problems. And there are also, there are certain medications that can cause weight gain. Obviously, things like depression. Some people don't eat when they're very depressed. Some people do put on weight when they're depressed. I believe both of them are fairly sedentary. There's not, I'm sorry, I'm not buying this bullshit about how they take walks around their neighborhood. No, they don't. No, they don't.
God. I mean, it's getting to the point where I think I might have to become a game designer. I have to save the world from this awful garbage. How do you not know to make the platform visible?
Since he's the one with the money, I kind of think it's like a daddy-daughter situation. It's, hey, can I buy this thing on like Amazon or whatever? Can I buy this thing on Amazon? Well, how much is it? Like $25. Yeah, that's fine. Or something like that. Or maybe she'll say something about, you know, let's get something to eat. He's down to get something to eat because, you know, he's got a fucking food fetish.
Toxic behavior.
I'm dead. This is nonsense.
Karen Burnell wants the game to play by his rules, not the rules that the game was made with.
Absolute nonsense. They can attack through walls and
my
shit. You can't,
God.
but you bounce off the wall constantly, so you can't even rush and attack. I mean, that's dumb. Why did they make it like that? I'm all the way back at the beginning. Oh my god. I mean, I did open a shortcut, but not a big one. I assume this is where I'm supposed to go once I clear this out. You go there. Can't move.
He takes Cat's money. Cat doesn't make any money. Cat might make $1,000 a month.
Can't move. Can't move. Can't move.
She don't make
Still
no money.
Can't fucking move. Can't move. Unbelievable.
If he hits his goals, if he hits everything the way he wants it to, what she earns in a month, he earns in a half a week. He earns in 4 days what she earns in a month.
Look what happened.
If she's only working like 10, 15 hours a week.
They literally just walked up and pinned me to the wall. Can't move. Can't attack.
Kino did the math. There was some video, and I wish I was smart enough to remember which one it is, but I suppose it's not important. But they were trying to figure out, like, if she was like working retail, working X amount of hours a week at minimum wage, you know, for where, you know, they live there, like what would it be that she made or whatever. And I think they came to the conclusion that I think it was like $600 or something every 2 weeks, but it was before tax. I think they figured like $800 or $900 a month or what have you. Not that their math is exact or anything, but she don't make more than $1,000 a month. And I'm not shitting on her for doing that, but where they're living is their mortgage. The last time I checked from the bank leaks and everything, which it's been a while now, but their mortgage was just shy of $1,900 a month. So her, you know, $1,000, that don't do shit. That barely pays for half the house they live in. Smitty, thank you for the 2. I appreciate you, honey. He gives Cat an allowance every week. I don't even know if he does that. Because this guy's a control freak. I think that he makes her ask him, can I have this? Can I have that? Can I go to, like, I don't know, she likes all the makeups. Can I go to Sephora and get some makeup? Or can I order some makeup from Sephora? Or, hey, I found this thing on Amazon QV, like whatever. Can I have this? I think he makes her go to him and ask. Because he likes that shit. He likes for people to beg, and he wants people to apologize, and he likes to have the control.
Fucking stupid. This is I told you, what's the problem with the game? The walls.
You know, I'm not sure what their HOA fees, you know, Duty might have a breakdown maybe. I know Peace keeps track of like tips and stuff like that, but I don't think he knows like all the, somebody used to have like, and I think it was Duty, who had like the mortgage, the HOA stuff, like the utilities, so on and so forth. Somebody, I think somewhere has a breakdown of it.
The way they made the walls in the game is fucked up.
Alt might have it maybe. He's like the legend of the lore. He might know something.
Because you get stuck and you bounce off of them, but the enemies don't. So you die a million times to
I know he paid off the car a couple of years ago, so there's no car payments.
Nonsense. That's not
There's some, I think there's somebody who, again, I don't think they're like tracking it, but I think that there's like an Excel sheet or something somewhere.
It's not intended to be that way. It's their game design is flawed.
Voodoo Doctor 0191 did 100 bit cheers. Have you ever been legitimately beat?
Strictly his ad revenue. Oh, his ad revenue isn't paying for shit. His YouTube check, you know, that like includes like all the super chats and the memberships and everything. That is what's, you know, bulking the check. But like, no, like his views, the actual ad revenue. Oh, hell no.
In a video game? Huh? Or is it always
Do I think Phil will be streaming from a shelter?
No, it's always the game's fault.
This man would stream out of a fucking cardboard box under a bridge if he could figure out how. Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. Piece of peace. I'm sorry, I just say peace.
Of course, completely flawless.
I don't know if he still does the tracker anymore,
okay.
But he did it one time. He still might.
Tonight is the probable conclusion of Claire Obscure Expedition 33. After an insanely long playthrough, we're just not going to do the side content of Act 3 at this time because
Yeah, that's why he's being, yeah, because the YouTube, I mean, he gets the super chats and stuff like that, but the actual like ad stuff, no, that's garbage, and that shit's been garbage. As far as he's concerned, anyway, it's garbage. He's so haughty about getting tips and getting shit over on Kick because YouTube, as we know, especially if you're YouTubers, YouTube takes 30% of your money. Okay. I think Kick takes like 5%, and then PayPal, I think they take like 5%. And then we know that he cashes out his PayPal every night. And I think someone told me what it was. It was like 1.75% of whatever it was if you wanted it like instantly into your bank account, which we all know he wants it immediately when he cashes out every night. So 7%, 5%, or 30%. Gee, why do we think he wants more tips? Why do we think he wants more stuff on Kick? Because he gets a bigger, piece of the pie.
people are saying that would basically make the playthrough 20 more hours long. It's already 50 plus.
Smitty, I appreciate another 2. Waiting for repo guys to take him off the stream soon. Sir, we have to take this laptop.
People already don't care about it. So I can't do that right now. Maybe I would at some point this year go back and do some chill night streams of that content if people wanted it. But for me,
July Blade, what's going on, honey? How you doing?
On the late stream.
I appreciate you. I'm good.
6:45 p.m.
A lot of PayPal's international. Yeah, he's the 6 or 7% from PayPal and the 5% from Kick, though, still is not as bad as the 30. YouTube takes a pretty good bite out of your ass.
Pacific time. It's going to be me just doing the Dark Shores, which we're already in. So I have to basically stay where I am, work my butt off, make entertaining streams for you guys, rely on your crowdfunding support to keep stuff going in the short term. Maybe
Veruca Salt is less bratty than this 43-year-old man. That's very true. It's very true.
But we're not there yet. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back.
So that was some stuff on a little bit of Thursday.
Of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time.
Oh my God, I love that. It's WWE Champions time. It's an amazing clip there from Snort Burnell. And then there was another Snort Burnell who's just killing it. Right, work his butt off. I love how he'll tell you to suck his dick and lick his balls, but he won't say work his ass off. He'll say work his butt off. Not a children's entertainer. Professional adult streamer.
Oh my God!
I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be...
I thought Twitch was worse. I thought Twitch took like 50%. At one, and maybe it's different. I haven't been on. I was a Twitch streamer from like 2012, 2013 to like 2015. So I'm sure Twitch is like totally fucking different now. I have no idea. But I thought Twitch was like 50. They took half your money.
Absolutely disgusting.
Spoon Hurler, what's up, honey? How you doing?
Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Super Bonchan says, are you worried about the impending Israel-Iran conflict? Because if nuclear war from here and enjoy gameplay, that's it. There you go. It was the same with COVID. Everyone thought, oh, COVID, everything.
If I didn't mute myself, that would have been great. So we're into Thursday night now, where I believe he finally finishes Claire Obscure, whatever the hell it's called, the game that everyone's already been over like a week ago or a month ago, excuse me. So now we're gonna start here and play this next clip. Here we go. I believe this was the stream where he made like $30 and he was like super fucking salty about it.
I parried it and it didn't parry. Wow. It didn't pay.
Yeah, I'm positive Twitch is way different than when I was on there, so I'm not sure how much they get paid.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a game. The game is match the tip. So right now the top tip is $5. Someone match that tip and increase it by a slight amount. So increase it by like a penny. Do like 501. And everyone keeps doing that. Do a little bit increment, until finally I'm rich. Let's do that.
Give me $5 and go up a little bit until finally I'm rich. Mind you, this guy has made over $2 million in his 17 years on the internet. This man could be a millionaire, a multimillionaire in point of fact, and he's flat fucking busted.
It's my little game. I like to call it Make Phil Rich. Oh look, it's creation.
Well, they did, but you blow $40,000 a year on a mobile game. So there's that.
All right, it's pure greed
and $10,000 a year on alcohol, and probably $10,000 a year on DoorDash. So yeah,
it's illegal. This guy is a thief.
No time to do the other ending. Maybe one day, what I was saying is, if I feel like we can do it, maybe one day what we'll do is go back.
But remember, he's already rich because he's not poor. He's totally not poor.
And we'll do not only the alternate ending, but we'll do the Act 3 side content. But people don't want it. I played this for almost 2 months, on and off, over 50 hours of gameplay. My audience is telling me every single time I play it, don't play it.
Oh, he totally used to have much more passion for this, much more enthusiasm. He wasn't so negative. He would ask for money, but it wouldn't be like this. We wouldn't have these like fucking boardroom meetings and all of that stuff.
It's boring. Look at tonight. Look at the...
Nope, his house isn't paid for.
Look at the support.
You got to remember too, if he's pulling, let's just, for the sake of, I need simple math because I'm an idiot. If you say that he pulls 120K a year, remember, like I say, 40K of that goes right to Scopely. So there's 40K right off of that. It's probably, I don't know, a couple $100 a week in booze. Maybe not, 10K on alcohol a year might be a little bit excessive. You know what I mean? But it's at least I'll call it $5,000 because he drinks daily. Don't let him tell you that he doesn't. And the DoorDash and the excessive spending, the cost of, the Switch 2 was $500. All those bullshit accessories were over $300. The wheel was over $300. All the DoorDash orders for, at the DSP tries it. So minimum here. He's literally throwing away 55K. So that's almost half of what he's making gone. So when everyone's like, oh, well, he makes $130,000 a year, he makes it, but a big chunk of that goes right to Scopely.
Right? Nothing.
It goes right to Scopely. It goes right to DoorDash. He might still be making tax payments. I would assume that he is.
Almost none. Zero. People don't want the game even.
And I think a lot of the shit that he's buying is going on payments too.
No, I think it's amazing. So that wasn't even a legit. That was an auto resub above me. Your future stepdad auto resubbed for 2 months. He wasn't even an active contribution.
Sorry, OIC.
So there you go.
And I'm constantly just shilling things
Does Scopely give him early access to their new game? Scopely doesn't give him shit.
stop during everything that I do. So it's because I just care about money. That I just can't help it. I'm so just enveloped in greed.
Scopely and tax would be 70% of his income. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Everyone's like, oh, he makes like 6 figures. And again, I'm not disputing that. He does. But for, again, you set that Scopely payment aside. You set that tax payment aside. You set that food, DoorDash, booze, you set all of that shit aside. He's getting like half of that. Okay. And the mortgage is, $2,000 a month. So there's 25K a year. Well, 24 if we're getting super technical. That's not all that other shit. So if you take 120K and you knock it down to 60, and then the mortgage, house, what have you, alone is 25, we're in a bad way right now. You know what I mean? Because now we're down to 35.
And money. I need money. I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. It's a shame we got 20 bucks to support yet again for the game. That's why.
You're the one who chose to keep doing this, guy. Like, you're the one that chose to say, hey, there's a problem. Now let's do nothing. Let's do nothing different.
That's it. I can't keep doing streams.
I was going to say, that's not even like health insurance. And if she's been sick and had illnesses, they've got those animals. They require some minimal amount of care, although I don't think that they probably get much. And then there's just the excessive spending. They're getting shit from Amazon. I guarantee they get something from Amazon every day. The home shopping networks. And think about all the crap they buy. Remember, there was one time where he showed Kino Casino his refrigerator and his freezer. And for people who DoorDash at least once every day, their fridge and their freezer were full of stuff. Oh, the paper products, the plastic cutlery, the paper plates, the paper bowls, shit like that.
Have to do stuff people are going to show up for and support. It's a business as well as a hobby. You get that, right? Like, it is what I love, but it also is my job. So it'd be like, if you have a job, let's put it this way. Let's say you have an office job, right?
What, we don't have a sandwich shop? That's kind of a dented face. I got to grab that one. I thought we were going to go for a sandwich shop thing.
And there's one part of your office job.
Oh, yeah. Think about all the crap that he spent on that studio when he was getting the big money from Kino Casino. Didn't he say that shit was like $10,000?
You absolutely love doing. But you can't do it all the time. You're outright told by your bosses, that's not what we need you to do all the time. Sometimes that's good. But if you just do that one thing all day, that's not getting the whole job.
There's true incredible evidence that he literally spends thousands in a single night or weekend. Oh, yeah. Oh, totally. If you follow TJ Gamebox on Twitter, he'll report out when he goes crazy. Again, like when he got that $1,600 tip from Thomas the Dent Engine. I think it was literally like 5 hours after this dude signed off for the night that TJ Gamebox reported out $900 and some odd dollars. And then throughout the rest of the weekend, by the time all the totals came in, which Friday night, and then he spends all day on Saturday on his day off. And by the time he comes back on Sunday or Monday, typically TJ Gamebox is reporting out, like last time with Thomas the Dent Engine. It was $1,350 in like a day, not even probably 2 days, like a day and a half. Cause he was up till 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, playing WWE Champions. So absolutely 100%. Yeah. So weird. Cause remember, Down from the Rafters isn't his fucking account anymore. Remember, he sold it, but that account was so quiet. It's funny how that account is so quiet when he's not making any money. And suddenly it shot up. It was second place for like half a second, then it dropped down. But it was like in the nosebleeds. And then by the time everything was over, I think he was in like 10th place. Miraculously, the very next day, after this asshole got a $1,600 tip. I mean, I don't know who this guy thinks he's fooling.
Done. You still got to do this and this and this and this. You have to.
Apparently, he did refund Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It doesn't show up in his Steam library. Oh, that's interesting.
Stop doing what you like and do the other parts of your job.
Ah.
And that's how I have to take this. I did tough through it, and I accepted that there were going to be nights like tonight.
He can't, I mean, this is typically what lonely, sad, depressed people do. Of course, he's got the drinking addiction, so he buys the booze. He's got the gambling problem. He gets the instant high, the gratification. So, that money goes to Scopely. And then this guy loves buying things. He didn't need to buy 11 different third-party things for that Switch. He could have said, and here I got what I think are the 3 most popular things that people might want to buy for their Switch 2. No, he got like fucking, I don't know, 9 of them or 10 of them or some shit. That's ridiculous. He's putting all of his, eggs in the American Truck Simulator basket now because those streams are going well. Yeah, they're going so well, he blew over $300 on that gear shift and the steering wheel and all of that crap. He can't not spend money. Thick Boys, I appreciate you being a member for 2 months. 100% he's writing all his utilities and house payments off again on his taxes. Well, he can claim that bedroom as an office. He can claim part, I think, of like electricity or internet or what have you. That starts to get a little too complicated for me. I'm not the I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he can be writing off those things, and the IRS very well could be. He could be writing off WWE Champions. He could be writing off part of his groceries as, lunches. He could be writing off DoorDash's business lunches, or, I mean, if you really want to get creative, he could be writing off quite a bit, but then you'd think he'd have more money.
Where no one was really going to support, and I kind of swallowed it. You know what I'm saying?
Lamp Hole Cat theorized that there was a sponsor because those third-party accessories were from the same company. I feel like he would be, and I'm not saying that that isn't true, because it's a very good possibility, but I feel like he would be so excited to get a sponsor that he would like brag, and just like how he tried to throw it in our faces. You tried to take the Switch 2 away from me, but look, I got the Switch 2 and you can all suck my dick, and he got real cocky about it. But maybe he would just want to kind of keep that hush hush. I could honestly see it going both ways.
And I said, well, it is what it is.
There's a limit to how many meals you can write off. I remember reading one time when I was looking into this, I was like, what does this asshole write off, And I got into the food part and I was like, oh, here's where he writes off all the DoorDash. And they said that the food and the meal thing was very complicated. And I read the word complicated and I went, ooh, get me the fuck out of here, because I won't understand that.
So we got a few tips. Let's get our first
I think he complains and gets a lot of refunds from DoorDash. I think this guy is an absolute Karen. And I'm sure whenever his order pops up, I'm sure nobody wants to fucking take it. This is the guy who lies and says that he'll give the driver like a $12 tip. And then after he gets the food, he goes back and he's like $1.
Super chat of the day. Who's going to do a super chat?
So Claire Obscure is finally over with, and I'm sure he couldn't be happier. This moves us into Friday, which was the last day that he streamed, because he wasn't streaming yesterday. So he did some weird demo thing on Friday. I looked at next to, I don't really remember much, even of my own life, since about Thursday, because the last couple days were kind of crazy for me, but he did some weird demo stream where he played demos of like random ass games or something.
Let's get our first sub of the day. Let's get some actual big support today on Kick. It has actually been a very slow week for Kick. If you don't believe me, all you got.
He's on DoorDash's shit list. I wouldn't be surprised.
All you gotta do is take a look at the Kick leaderboard. All right. We only have 2 people who even gifted above or did a double-digit subs this week. Most people are single-digit and very few even there. Let's get some.
Do you think that like every single person who's sitting in your chat has enough money to just gift you fucking, he said double digit, so we'll go with the smallest double digit we know. You think everybody just has the funds to just throw you, what is it, $50 to give 10 gifted subs on Kick or whatever? I don't know. I don't know anything about Kick, but let's say somewhere between 30 and $50. Even if they do have the income, the disposable income to, spend 30, 40, $50, why the fuck would they give it to you?
Some subs on Kick today.
His demo day was insanely boring. I didn't catch too much of it, but
right now, who's going to support Demo Day? The return of a day where it's very interactive and you guys have control. Let's get it going.
I thought people, that face is so gross. I thought people weren't allowed to have a choice anymore. Didn't, people like me, the dirty detractors, and I don't troll them, but didn't people like me fuck up your viewers' illusion of choice marathon? I thought we didn't get to pick things anymore.
Give me money.
Narwhal Gaming Exp, I think that you've completely lost the narrative here. He says, I know you count some memberships and subs when they pop. I know you don't count some memberships and subs when they pop.
Pigroach doesn't count re-subscriptions, which is stupid and unfair to his fans. That is correct.
If they renew off stream, is it possible they are never...
But also remember that the goal is, $150 a stream. All those days where he makes $110, $120, $130, he still gets $110, $120, $130. But you don't get to add one to the goal because you didn't hit the goal. So he gets more than $1,500 before he does a DSP tries it. Because you got to hit that 150 to get another dub in the column and make the little number go up under goals hit. So if he gets $149, he pockets that, nearly 150. But because you're a day late and $1 short, that shit don't count.
Count it. Dude.
And resubs don't count. And anything that's, any kind of troll currency or anything like that doesn't count. Except for the 2 days when they did, because he was desperate for money and decided like 50 gifted Argentinian memberships was like $30, which it wasn't.
We're counting stream contributions. We are not counting every single thing that comes in behind the scenes. When someone buys a t-shirt from my merch store, do I count that on a stream?
But you should.
Someone does a super thanks on a video, do I count that on a stream?
But you should. I mean, if fair is fair, you should also count the money that you're making hourly from Kick, too, if you want to get real fucked up about it. See, this is why the way you're doing things are not good, because now you've got people pocket watching you real close.
Counting stream contributions. I don't know how people lose the narrative so bad.
Does Jasper still have his balls? We read.
But what skin is it off your ass, really, to be like, hey, thanks for re-upping your membership, and you just add like $4 to the total toward the goal? Do you need that $4 that desperately? That you've got to know that you've got it right now? Pigroach confesses something very sad. Jasper has no balls. It's not that sad. In fact, it's quite common to get your animals spayed or neutered, and in fact, you really should.
Rescued him. We did not get him since he was a kitten. We rescued Jasper. Jasper already had been neutered when we rescued him.
Since Jasper will likely not be here again on the stream today, I just wanted to show him to everybody. Here he is. Oh, Jasper kitty.
He is super cute. Gotta say. Oh, he's feisty. Oh, he's a biter. Ooh. Well, they resort to biting when they don't have any front claws.
All right.
All right, guys, we're at $50 with about 2 hours left on the stream. Please support Demo Day. Again, this is your idea.
It's actually good, especially, a cat could get out, unfortunately, if it's an indoor cat, We don't want a big bunch of baby kitties and then no one can take care of them, and then that's very sad.
To do something different, to do a variety.
The no claws is way more fucking sad than no balls.
Of content rather than just one game, and to get a good idea of fresh new games. Please support the stream if you have not supported yet.
Oh my God.
It's a psychological thing that he does. He doesn't want to include the resubs. It creates less incentive. That's true. The closer he gets to the goal, the less incentive there is. That is very true.
He's drinking toxic toilet juice.
Dude, I'm seriously, if this doesn't end in the next 1 minute, I'm just closing it. This is insane.
What's on the menu? Just shitting on Phil. That's all. In this segment, we can hear and see he's really enjoying this day of playing demos. Let's hear what he's got to say. Since Snort Burnell here says he's really enjoying it. Pigs bite too.
We've now been playing the demo for 57 minutes. They're literally giving you the entire plot of the game, and you can't save the game. Could it be more a bad game design? Could it be worse? I'm not sure you could actually do this worse of a demo. I want to play another demo, and I'm stuck playing this for an hour. I had zero intention of playing this long. This is stupid. Really.
You are actually in control. You can quit the game whenever you want. You can say, okay, this is a little bit more lengthy than I had intended. We've been playing it for about half hour, 45 minutes, what have you. So, it might disappoint some people. I apologize, but we're just going to go ahead and quit here. Like, just grow some fucking balls, man, and say, we're not doing this anymore. When I stop streaming every day, well, number one, pretty much when he ends the podcast, but when I'm just over it, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go. Bye.
It's dumb. I don't know what they were thinking. Please support the stream. We have about 45 minutes left on this stream. We have about $70 to support. We're not even halfway to the support goal.
Oh, come on. You're splitting hairs. We're talking about $5. You don't have $5. I'm not doing that.
You guys asked me to do a demo day. Okay? Please support this stream right now. Particularly, it would be great to get some subs over on Kick. We got 2 so far today. We have gotten tips. We have gotten super chats. But we've gotten almost no kicks.
When Tahxicity hits the goal, she's gone. Yes, that's right. As soon as I get, let's pick an arbitrary number. Let's just make it nice and round and even. As soon as I get $100, fuck off. I'm out of here.
Again, okay?
Oh my God, he's drinking real.
Don't forget to buy my merch and go to Patreon. Find my PayPal link and all that other stuff. Yes.
We didn't hit the support goal, which is unfortunate and disappointing.
Who the fuck asked for demo day? That is a beautiful question. That really is. I don't know. Because I was nosy and I went poking around on his YouTube channel, unfortunately. But I was looking through his schedule. And for that week that was, posted, it said that it was like up in the air, that he didn't know what he was going to be doing on Friday for the daytime stream. And I was like, what happened to Blueprints? Didn't that hit the goal last time? Aren't we still fucking playing Blueprints? Oh yes, click the ads. What's the other stuff? Go over to Kick and fucking give me 20 gifted subs. I don't even have a Kick.
I was hoping doing something different for a random day would actually get interest and more people here who would want to support, especially if you.
I'll go ahead and throw. What's it called? Oh, my boomerism is showing. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my Cash App in the chat. Give me some money.
Games, but we made over $100. I'm happy with that. I am. Okay. But sadly, we're just not making any progress towards our goals right now. It is what it is.
Help me out. Go watch all my videos. Yep, get YouTube Premium.
Tonight, Friday Night Fights returns. Okay, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time.
Buy a
Please
mug.
Come on back and hang out with me.
Guys, please, it would be great if you can contribute today. As you can see, I have no clue what's going on. It's one of the slowest days I've ever had.
I can't imagine seeing this guy doing this at 60, but I wouldn't be surprised, right?
In history of streaming. As you can see, tips were abysmal.
So with all of that going down, next week I think we're going to be doing better. But this week was a tough one where a lot of the streams we didn't hit any support goals. Let's hit it tonight. Please, let's end this.
Oh, yes, you have to come up with the ideas. Because then if you come up with the ideas, he assumes that since you think it's a good idea, that you will then pay for the good idea. And then that way, if he gets you to come up with the idea and it sucks and it bombs, then he can say, well, what? You guys wanted it.
The week at 15 out of 20 hit. That way it gives us 5 more to hit next week to do DSP Tries It, all right? Please support retro fighting games tonight. I just dropped money to buy this.
Oh yes, I forgot. There is the super secret merch. If you want something that says a pork hub or whatever, but if you want, the money doesn't go to me. The money goes to Optimist and some of the other creators of the merch. But feel free if you want. But I don't. They made that merch store. I don't. They get the money, not me.
Version of CVS2 to make it happen tonight, so that we could get comp in the game. Let's do it. Please support the stream tonight, okay? Yeah, I'm going to shill a bit during my stream. I'm going to ask for contributions. I'm going to e-beg.
But if you would just spend more time being creative and funny and nice and personable, then you wouldn't have to go, please, please, give me something.
But that's because I'm bringing you content you like.
But if they really liked it, they would choose to give you money. I love the other day when he said something to the effect of, I didn't ask for contributions for like 2 hours and look, I got nothing. You see, that's why I have to ask. I have to remind people, hey, I'm watching this stream. I'm having a good time. He literally said that him begging reminds people that they're having fun, that they're having a good time. And then they'll go, oh yeah, I forgot I'm having fun. Here's $20. I've never heard of anything so retarded.
I can't do anything. It hits me.
How is he so insecure about his moves? He has to cover them with the tacky shirts. Oh, he thinks that this was him working on his sexy. You know, he got told that his shit was looking real poverty and he needed to work on his sexy, and this was his answer to that. So yeah, then he got shit on about having the man boobs, and then these double shirts all of a sudden came into play. You notice he doesn't wear that mom sweater anymore, that really awful, hideous mom sweater.
He randomly does super and it kind of hits me. Yeah, Chang is terrible. His hitboxes suck. They keep whiffing on Blanca because Blanca's low to the ground. He's top tier. So everything I do just whiffs. Chang sucks. I can't do it.
Oh, and this was Friday Night Fights, which I believe Cuckaroony Jax Raxer, I think, came in because it wasn't doing very well. And then I think he threw a huge fit. And yeah, Super Cuck to the rescue. Jax came in and gave him $70, if I remember right.
I literally can't do anything, dude.
Right, the woman cardigan. Granted, it's June. It's getting warmer. I get it.
I can't. I'm serious. Like, he's not even doing nothing but random Blanca ball. I can't stop the Blanca ball.
His contributions dropped when the moves got put away, just saying, well, he just sends Ryan feet pics now, I'm convinced.
I can't.
Oh, is it 94? Jeez, let me shut my whore mouth. It was worse than I thought. Big ups, I appreciate
Stop
you.
it. Blanca ball beats everything. He literally just did Blanca ball 17, 18 times. I can't do anything. You can't, unless you have like a move that will...
I heard he bought the game again on PS5 because it had more players.
Can it counter hit clean like an uppercut or something?
I think that's what he said.
And I can't punish it with half these characters. I don't know how I'm supposed to punish it on block.
Oh, I got an anonymous $20 tip.
Okay, so he greased the wheels with his own $20 there.
Come on, let's get some subs over on...
After that super real tip, according to Pigroach, he proceeds to beg...
Tonight. What's going on over there? We got a whole bunch of tips tonight.
The tip desert and the lack of subs on Kick are killing this addict. His audience on Kick are all trolls. OIC hardly donates subs on Kick anymore.
Let's get some subs, and let's get some super chats. We only have Hello Voltage with the super chat.
Well, if you notice, OIC is coming through less and less. He'll still swing through and he'll save it. But if you notice, we've had quite a few days. We are getting back to pre-Kino times. Ladies and gentlemen, we were wondering when they were going to happen, and we have seen days more and more frequently now where it's double no goal hitting.
Tonight for Friday Night Fights. Come on. Guys, again.
He's going to take the shirt off for donos? Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Even if these guys are fucking in love with him, this dude would be a cock tease till they're fucking blue balled, man. No way.
It was a rough week because I was finishing long playthroughs like Clear Obscure. We had shitty Mind's Eye. We had a bunch of streams that didn't do well. We need to end strong tonight. Let's get support tonight, please.
Pay us more money, idiots.
Can't get it.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy that I don't have to worry about, this guy having to, hell, I might throw him $20 to go, like, put on a coat and a ski mask or something.
ReeeCap's command hops? That's the manual.
I think he's hitting up people's DMs for a collab. When was it? This was several months ago. I think it was after he had already gone on Truth Seekers, I think. But he showed his Discord for half a second. And it showed that, I think it was his Discord, and it showed that he had reached out to Craig after he had already had Craig on the show and was like, hey, Craig, from Side Scrollers. He was like, hey, Craig, go, fuck yourself. And then he hung up on the Discord call. It shows that he, reached out to Craig after all that happened. So he reaches out to people.
I see.
He ran to Rich from Review Tech real quick when Kino shit on him, so.
That's the real long distance one. You can't cross up with that, though. No. That's if you gotta go full screen, maximum jump over everything. Now you can combo off of it, only it's a straight up hit. Okay, thanks for that. There's a little hop, you press that and use the roll, or no? Yep, he still has it.
Guys, come on, let's get some more support. We're so close, we're more than halfway to the goal. Let's get to the goal tonight. We got about a half an hour left of combat. Keep it rolling, my friends. Please, let's hit the goal for Street Fighter. All that matters is more money. Jax, thank you so much. An insanely huge super chat.
Oh, it was $94. I'm glad I did shut my whore mouth.
Jade is so happy that I'm playing with the Yuri right now. Well, I'm trying to learn it.
Damn, he needed almost $100 to save it. Oof. Ethan
idea what
Ralph
the hell
and
he's doing.
upset.
I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature? Yeah, look, it's a money creature.
It's a money creature.
It just throws money around. What the hell was that? But had fun today.
Idiot Rexer donated 94 bucks. He faked the 20, so 42 bucks. It's always an idiot who donates about 100 bucks. Yeah, somebody really almost every day, somebody has to get him like the other 2/3 of the way. So if you take out these whales, if you take out Jax, if you take out OIC, if you take out Guitar Player, he most days are hitting about 30, 40, 50 bucks.
Tonight. Thank you all, and thank you, Jax. I gotta give Jax the MVP. I mean, he did a giant super chat and a giant tip. And, you know, the large majority of the support was from Jax. Guys, thank you. Please continue to come back and hang out with me.
But you just said the other day, didn't you, that you have hundreds and thousands of people who support you and give you money. I thought that was what you said.
Friday Night Fights and support.
But this guy had to give you 100 bucks, which was 2/3 of the way to your goal.
Old school fighting games, because I love these way more than the modern ones. And as you can see, heating up. We're actually getting pretty good. I'm learning.
Yeah, Jax Raxer with the, okay, that's where I got the 69. Nice. That's where I got the 69 from. That was the
stuff now with other characters.
That was the super chat. And then he came through and had to give another 25. I see what happened.
Like, it's definitely an ego problem.
I was like, then where did I get this number from? I'm like, if it was 95 bucks, but I said 70, like, where the fuck did this other money come from? Jax was passive aggressive in the dono and called Phil out for being a shit fighting gamer. I saw one of his messages, I think it was in the super chat, was something that was like, you know, I guess I'll carry the stream and hit the goal, or I don't know, something like that.
As you know, I've been
I remember thinking it was kind of shitty.
Skin. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my...
How can you have so little self-respect? Because I think they like getting noticed by Phil.
My neck, the back.
I think some of these people have like begging fetishes and kinks where they want to watch this guy beg for money, and then they get to come in like the knight in dented armor and give him the money, and then he's like, oh, thank you so much. I think it gets some of these fucking dudes off, honestly.
Back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me
it's WWE Champions time.
I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money.
Imagine if he invested every WWE dollar he wasted. Well, that would be about $280,000 of investment. Well, here's the thing, and he's already made $2 million. He's made over $2 million off Twitch and YouTube and all this shit, you know?
Blatantly milking.
If he would have just been even somewhat fucking responsible with his shit.
It's a money pit. It's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone. I just care about money.
So this video here is pretty much wrapping up. And so that kind of takes me through the recap from Wednesday night through Thursday and through Friday. Of course, he wasn't here yesterday. I saw that, I think it was sometime either late last night or yesterday, Kino posted a clip of just them shitting on Phil. So do you guys want to watch a Kino clip? Because we've got I think we've got like 10 minutes here before he shows up. He might already be there. I honestly haven't been paying attention. So we can either go over and hang out with Raw Phil, we can watch a Kino clip, or is there another clip that you guys want to watch? I can't imagine he's here early after having a day off. I can't imagine that being the case. No, definitely not. Definitely not here yet. Let me check on Raw Phil just to be sure. Nope. And he won't be. Tahxic, please notice me. Disgruntled Frenchman, I notice you. Like, I know some people are not huge fans of Kino. I get that and I can appreciate that. But like I say, we won't, he's a beggar. He's bald. He's gay. That shit is really like catching on. He's a bum. Yeah, it was
make
18
enough
hours
money.
ago, so it was sometime during the day yesterday. Like I say, just for a little bit here till he decides to show up.
We could have a brief
And that's
discussion.
your fault. It's never brief. It never is. Yeah, he said that hundreds and thousands of people donate to him on a regular basis. That's what he actually said.
You'd be a millionaire.
Oh, he's insane. All right, let's do Phil. Let's just do Phil. Let's give them what they want.
Okay, let's do it, Phil.
Crazy Cat, I
love
noticed
Archie,
you.
though. I
If you
think
were
he's
calling me
great.
senpai.
Here we
Now I wanna
have
watch that
Phil.
video.
Well,
In
we
fact-
have a comment from Phil's huge fat mud shark wife. He says,
What?
you advertise Phil every pre-show tweet and talk about him for 10 minutes at 2 a.m. Well, this is 1:10 a.m. We're going to be...
I have also been disappointed in your lack of Phil content, sir. I know that you guys have wiped your ass of Phil and you're done with him, and I love you for it, but I need to hear you talk more shit about him, please. I am desperate.
Again, the DSP segment. All thanks to this comment by, what was his name again?
Yeah, let's expose him.
Phil's huge fat mud shark wife.
Okay.
Don't know what he meant by that. Also,
I do.
I think it's false
okay, go
because
ahead.
he didn't have real at the end of his name. So we know that that guy is just nothing but a damn dirty, false Phil's huge, fat, dirty mud shark wife or whatever.
By the
Okay.
way, may I just say one thing here to people who have seen post show? You know, I talk about pirate soft.
I wish I could have this dude's life. I have to work a real job to support my family, and this dude just has to sit there and beg and make more money than me. But remember, even though you do have to work a real job and you have to work, you know, a big boy or big girl, respectively, life, you know, you have to be an adult. Remember that you are far, far less miserable than his sorry ass. Remember, yeah, Phil's job is easy because he sits down and begs for money. But he's so stupid, y'all. Like, I don't want him in charge of giving me a root canal or performing any kind of surgery on me. I don't want him being an air traffic controller. I don't want him being any kind of a doctor or any kind of a lawyer or anything where he would really have to do anything other than this. I'm sorry. He told me that, you know, he couldn't flip a burger one time because his shoulder hurt. Okay, so I'm sorry. I kind of want this dude sitting right where he is. It sucks, but remember, he's in debt, he's broke, he's busted, and remember, he's sorry as fuck. You know, he's hoping that some kind of salvation is going to come from the end of a fucking bottle, and it's not. So remember, we don't want this guy doing things that actual real people have to do for a living, because look at how bad he fucked this. Okay. And being able to be a YouTuber and do it full time is like the best fucking job in the world.
Apparently, gay furry leaks just dropped from pirate software, folks.
What do you mean gay I stuff? Just
I don't. I have
what
no.
are you
I just saw a
talking
thumbnail.
about?
I just saw a thumbnail that I'm like, I gotta fucking look into this.
So here we just have Phil playing Mario Kart, and this is the face that he had the entire time. Just the most miserable, like depressed.
Right. And before I, you know, defend you as your attorney here in your divorce, we could use a few super chats. You know, before I give you this shot of Novocaine, I'm gonna need a $10 tip. Movie sign. Thank you for being a member for 4 months, honey. I appreciate you. Can you imagine Phil as a parking attendant? No, I don't want him driving anywhere. Another thing that you don't want him doing anything where there's people. You don't want him. He is a 43-year-old grown obnoxious child. You don't want him cooking your food. You don't want him near a car. You don't want him anywhere near people, the public. You don't want him to do anything. This is exactly where he belongs. I hate to say it, but this man is not built for anything more than playing these games shittily and doing this.
A sad, lonely.
Doesn't it piss me off that he's still getting away with it? It doesn't piss me off that he's getting away with it because he's busted. He ain't got no money. He's broke. 1/3 of the money he makes goes to Scopely. Another third goes to DoorDash, booze, and all the other bullshit that he buys because he is like consumer to the 1 millionth power. And the rest is just barely enough to scrape by and pay the bills. The dude ain't rich. The dude ain't famous. The dude isn't nice or sweet or kind or compassionate or funny. The dude is a bum. He's working 50 hours a week and he's a bum.
Old man, like the tears in his eye.
It does piss me off that he takes money from people, but he is free to ask for it and they are free to give it. So I think it's gross. I don't agree with it, but does it really piss me off? No, because I think the dude wakes up every morning and goes, fuck, I didn't die in my sleep. Like, this dude is like depressed on another level.
You see,
no dude is sucking down all that alcohol because life is great.
He's
a bum.
His right eye, like his pupil, like just the pinprick of just sadness that it is.
Oh my God, right here.
Ooh, yeah, right there, bro.
Okay, we'll do Dave on Friday as well. Don't worry.
Look into.
They always like zoom into his eyes.
Oh man,
so depressed, and it's like this is a guy who has no friends.
Here, PPP will tell you.
No family. He's all alone. He has nobody to play Mario Kart with. He's 45 years old, and he's playing Mario Kart for a living, hating life, miserable every single moment. Just hit play on this.
It's true. He is miserable every single moment, especially during those moments that he's not with his beloved, WWE Champions.
And you can just watch it. Like, oh, man.
Look, I mean, this is not, I pause now, but this is just oh, that face is great. This is some great commentary. Doesn't this make you guys want to give him some money?
He's on the verge of tears.
buddy. This is like
I don't know if he was falling asleep or what was happening here.
watching The Notebook.
This is like a
Style
completely
crying.
broken man. He's depressed. He's a shell of himself.
Jesus.
And then we got Axio42 for 5 subs. And B Sam for a sub.
Have you ever played
Oh.
like Mario Kart? We were laughing and this, that, the other.
Bring it back. Should we play some sad music with it?
Yes.
Let's bring this back and play some sad.
Right, his beloved Jen. There's he's in a love triangle between Scopely and Jen.
Sad music. I don't know. There's like multiple different edits you could do. Like there's Requiem for a Dream theme. I think would go with it. I think That's the Way It Is from Red Dead Redemption would go with it. Just like sad piano music, though, also. Let's see what Andy's cooked up.
Okay, here we go. We're going to play it back.
Oh,
Wait. Even better.
there we go. Oh, no. His life just passing him by.
Look at that.
They do the fade to fucking black and white. Why does this change the whole thing? I don't know. But it really does. Merle, thanks for the 2, honey. Retirement plan, doing this until parents die equals sad.
Look at the replay.
This is the black and white.
The black and white is really the chef's kiss. It's so good. That look. Look at this face. He loves life, you guys. He's so happy. I gotta grab this. This is too good. He loves life, you guys. He's the happiest guy ever. Look at the positive, meaningful, upbeat happiness of just all of this. It's almost overwhelming.
This is brutal, bro. My God. Your Mario Kart stream, sir.
You know when you're watching like a sad movie and you start to you feel bad and you feel like sad? I kind of got that here. It's just
I got a little sad. I really did.
it's for
Bro,
me,
it
such a
is.
dick
It
to-
actually,
dick
it
to
is
everyone.
actually
It's sad.
Like, it really is, because you just have a guy whose whole life is passing him by.
Right? I think I'd cry less if I heard in the arms of an angel.
He hasn't experienced anything, done anything, and he's not going to. He just sits in the same office 8, 10, 12 hours a day, playing children's video games very poorly, barely making enough to scrape by. And, everything in his life is just a miserable failure. And he just takes no joy in anything. I don't think there's anything that truly makes him happy. And it's just.
He got very happy when he was playing WWE Champions on stream, and people were handing him hundreds of dollars for him to do Hogan pulls. Unfortunately, it wasn't on his real account. It was on that spoof bullshit account. But there was a look he had on his face when he was, pulling those card packs. It was a look of, I'll never forget it. It was a look of absolute bliss. He only would have been happier if it would have been on his Down from the Rafters account, the one that's really his real one, that's really his. And if he would have had a fucking drink sitting next to him. That's the only thing I think that would have made it happier. XJS, I appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. So much happier for real. Right, fur. This guy is just, he's living. We're all jealous. We're all coping and seething that we don't have this kind of life, man.
Just a sad, miserable state of affairs for Philip.
I sometimes have Phil on in the computer in the office, the bedroom TV, and the living room TV all at the same time. So while I move through the house, I get Phil being felted as I walk through the house. Isn't that cool?
I just put my earbuds in and play like one of these clips of them shitting on Phil. So I get to hear Phil like get felted as I'm moving around and like cleaning up my house and everything.
It's been insane to me, actually.
He's so happy. Exactly. So successful person, by the way.
Are you gonna let him touch your washboard abs, buddy?
Oh my God. Leave Andy alone.
Watching him get felted.
He's never gonna let Andy forget that ever.
Home of my
felted. Yeah, I can hear Phil being felted in every room.
Okay, everybody. I'm back. It's time for about 90 more minutes of the Lies of P DLC here on the stream today. So, is this
King's Tax 44?
Oh no. It's awful, Phil.
The guy has still not shown up yet. I was just taking a peek at Raw Phil, so
because someone goes, what are you doing this to your girlfriend, Andy, by putting Phil on? She loves watching it too, so let's go.
Funny, and here's what I want to say, all right? So today I went into it on stream.
Oh, detective, thank you for the sub. Let's go.
Thinking, I got a lot of good stuff going on today's podcast.
Phil really messed up pissing these guys off. Yep. Yes,
so
he did.
I'm not gonna...
And here's the thing. He could have ended a working relationship with them with the smallest amount of class. And PPP has said that. All you had to do was just say, this isn't working for me anymore, and that's it, But we had to have the whole King Snake arc, which was so fucking ridiculous.
Gonna mention anything about goals or income.
So he's doing, here it is. So he's doing another social experiment.
Oh, reverse psychology?
To prove why he has to beg like a fucking bum. So he's like, oh, I have really good content today, so I'm not gonna beg and I'm gonna see how it goes. And he got fucking nothing. Nothing.
And we had all this stuff to talk about, right? Think about it. We talked about the Switch 2. We talked about the new steering wheel that I got.
Wait, okay. What is there to talk about?
S tier girlfriend that will laugh at this dude. Bonding over Phil is incredible.
But with the Switch 2. As soon as the box was open and I hit start, I went, all right. That's all I could say. Right, Ash?
Yeah.
I mean, what can you say? It's the Switch 1, but it doesn't lag as much.
Well, I'd say it's a massive improvement.
No, Phil can't control his emotions. We remember what happened with, King Be Cruel, Amelia with spoon, eat shit out of my ass, blah, 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 blah. And all of that, like, whoa, like that shit was crazy. And that was just a fucking unhinged, next level, rant. Lucky Gremlin, big ups, stranger. What's going on?
In terms of the lag, like in the eShop,
definitely,
I'd say the screen is way nicer.
It's bigger. It's a big
than
screen.
the original Switch. I would say that the way that the Joy-Cons are built, it feels a lot sturdier and less cheap. Like it.
Honestly, I wish he'd talk less, then skip the podcast and go to the gameplay. Motherfucker barely says anything.
It feels better in my hands because it's bigger and I have bigger hands.
Yeah.
I would say that that's about it, though. I mean, the games look great. Like there's big improvements in the frame rate of basically every single Switch 1 game.
Yeah.
In the way that they look. There were games that were borderline unfucking playable, like Pokemon.
Link's Awakening. Oh my god.
Bayonetta 3 was really fucking atrocious on Switch.
I believe he has gone live. His super lame little intro is playing.
So there are improvements. If you haven't played any of
Oh, you've been moving. Yeah. Well, I mean, the weird thing about it with Phil is you do miss things, but it's kind of like the same old shit with a new coat of paint.
the games for the original Switch, it's great. You know, if you can catch back up on all the
Do you guys want to watch Spoon Rant and then we'll go over to Raw Phil? Or do you guys want to keep put Rant if you want to go watch the Spoon Rant and we'll watch that? Or just say Kino if you want to keep watching Kino. And then we'll watch a little bit more of this if Kino wins, or we'll go watch Spoon Rant and then we'll head over to Raw Phil.
the games you missed on the original
Yeah,
Switch,
you
I
haven't
think
even
it's
played
good.
the Switch, right? You're actually in luck. It's a working Switch.
I know.
basically.
It's what the Switch should have been. I don't know. I'm high on it. I'm really enjoying
It's
my
good.
Switch too.
Yeah, it's really good. It's good, but I'm obsessed with Stardew Valley right now.
Listen,
I'm
the
like
people
crack.
showing the Steam Deck, like the Steam Deck is trash. Let's be real. Nobody's buying.
No,
a
the
Steam
ROG
Deck.
is better. You know, fucking.
I don't know.
Sim,
I love that Switch 2 outsold the entire Steam Deck in a single day. And you have guys that are pretending like every consumer is like a super big hobbyist gamer that's going to get a Steam.
Okay, it looks like almost, maybe, I'm not gonna like literally count everyone, but we'll watch Kino for a couple more minutes, then we'll do Spoon, then we'll go over to Raw Phillifer.
Deck,
Yeah.
as opposed to like this is something for families and kids. Like it's a completely different demographic than guys who build gaming PCs and want the ultimate.
I agree, skip juice is important. We'll do like another, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes ish of like Kino, and then we'll do Spoon, and then that should give us some good time.
Ultimate hobbyist experience. But
Yeah. Psycho saying, he goes, I bought a Steam Deck. I had a Steam Deck too, and it fucking broke on me.
did it?
Yeah, the fucking battery just fried or some shit. I don't know. It just wouldn't charge, but it didn't matter. I had my ROG by then, and the ROG is a way superior fucking console for sure.
All these
Or
games,
handheld
game trailers,
console.
everything. By the end of the show, the podcast, I made around
Overclocked it
40 some
probably,
bucks
yeah.
or whatever, and then I mentioned to everyone, hey, just so you know, we got this goal this week. We want to hit the goals. Please support the stream. And then I started playing Lies of P, and that was, geez, hour and a half ago, and I've gotten 0 since then. 0.
No!
Oh.
Zero for the brand new Lies of P DLC, which traditionally, when Phil plays these Souls-like games, he gets support.
Which is very weird, because God, he just sucks.
But not for the Lies of P DLC. You're like, fuck you, Phil. You get nothing.
Yeah,
you get nothing, Phil.
More like live the
Fuck you, Phil.
Am I right?
Yes.
Fuck you, Phil, you get nothing.
And the thing is, I haven't mentioned it until right now. Like, until
Lies a pig. That's better. Okay, someone in chat caught me.
I went on
There
this
you go,
break.
guys.
I purposefully said, if I say nothing,
Lies of
I wonder
PvP.
what'll happen. So,
Yeah, I'm sure that you totally were, you thought that real quick. If I just say nothing, I wonder what will happen.
when
This is
people
like
say,
the rabbit grift.
Sure, right.
Remember the day the rabbit died, the day the begging died,
Mhm.
and it was his social experiment, and nobody donated, and it took.
Also, ironically, that happened the day after a marathon, which he should just know better than to ask for money because everyone blows their load on the marathon. So that social experiment was a big bunch of bullshit.
like 15 different breaks to cry about his rabbit.
Someone says, Andy Ken wants to raise. We'll definitely set one up. I'm down maybe Friday night after the show's done. Ken?
dumb stuff like, you're e-begging and you ask for contributions. Yes, I do. Because when I do, people say, oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, this is it. This is it. This is where he goes, I have to remind people. I have to remind people that they're enjoying the stream and they have to give me money. This is it right here.
When I do,
When I beg, when I e-beg.
people say, oh, yeah, that's right. I'm watching a stream. I'm getting.
It's not that he asks for donos. It's
No.
how he asks.
It's always-
guys.
He feels like he's entitled to it. Now, guys,
Yeah.
we haven't received any support in like after the Switch 2 marathon, like $500 is now. Guys, I was expecting at least $1,500 today. Now, guys.
Oh,
And then
guys.
it just gets pathetic. And he's so desperate for it. He's so thirsty for it. And you can tell. Like, it's just like, really, bro? Like, it's just, there's just something about the way that he talks that's incredibly aggravating to everyone who witnesses it.
Yeah, it's very rude too. Like, I mean, like when most people ask for subs, they go, let's get some subs, let's hit the goal. Thank you for the support. You keep the show alive. For him, it's like, guys, what's going on right now?
Well, what's
Like,
even worse
I wonder if Phil will wish himself a happy Father's Day since he considers himself a father to
than
Jasper.
his normal bags is when he skin walks his meat. It's actually
it's cringe.
It's really creepy to
Withholding?
watch. Like, especially like, imagine you're me and you're watching this guy like 20 years older than you, 30 years older than you, pretend to be you. Like, oh my God, it's very unsettling.
You know what I noticed what he took from me that I
very
totally
unsettling.
stole from Red Bar? The soft clapping. Do you notice that too?
Yes, he
He
stole
takes
that.
the
too.
clap. I think he watches us and he picks up on our
Oh
mannerisms.
yeah, no, he does. Oh, he watches us for hours and
Yeah. He'd be
hours.
like,
and
oh, it's
hours.
pretty good. And he does the nod thing.
I wonder
Now,
if he
I
still
stole
does
that
honestly
completely
watch
from Red
Kino.
Bar, but stole it from me.
Good content. I want to support that, and then they do. If I don't bring it up,
It's like a
don't get support.
photocopy of a.
If I don't bring it up, then people don't think they're having a good time. I have to remind people that they're having a good time. Okay, let's do Spoon Rant. If I can remember where I put it.
right?
Okay, here we go.
Showing things out of context, not representative of what's going on or who the people actually are, but making shit up for drama's sake, and now they lost their jobs because of it.
Oh, he just like me. He just like me for real.
And I'm like, dude, this is my fucking life. This is exactly what happens to me on a daily basis. I have stalkers on the internet who just make shit up. You know, they have never substantiated their claims of anything that they've said in these things that are ridiculous. You know, every once in a while, you say, okay, well, Phil raged today playing Street Fighter and he insulted some players. That's true. It's well documented. The footage is there. You can watch the footage on my channel, for God's sakes, right? Who cares about that? But the problem is the other stuff that they say and do about me that's completely falsified, that they have absolutely no concrete evidence of at all, but they say shit all the time. All these crazy conspiracies they come up with, and YouTube allows it. YouTube just allows slander campaigns for personal gain. It's insane. Now, in reality,
Just like a narcissist to be able to tie anything back to themselves ever.
it's funny because
And here we go. This is where he sees the message from King Be Cruel, who used to hang out around here a lot. I know that they get busy, but when I play Spoon Rant, I kind of like it when he's here. This is where he sees the message from King Be Cruel that's like, all the message says is something to the effect of, dude, like, this is kind of cringy. And it just takes off.
you know, by the way, how about this? I don't know what the fuck idiots are talking about with memes and shit. Oh, it's like, he's just like me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's just like me, fur.
I don't follow your dumb fucking memes. So take your meme and shove it up your fucking ass, because I have the ability to make an
Remember, he's so much happier now. He's so much happier now. This is only a couple of years ago. He's so much happier now. Everything's great.
observation that's factually fucking based. Oh. Just because I'm Dark Side Phil doesn't mean I get to ignore fucking facts that the characters in this game are going through what I go through on a daily fucking basis. Shut the fuck up. Holy fucking shit. Relax. Some people just can't control themselves. I'm not taking your shit. I don't care who the fuck it is. There's people in the chat right now. Oh, he's doing a meme. Oh, this is cringe. Shut the fuck up and eat it.
Look at that face. Jesus Christ. Look at that. That is hate. If looks could kill, we'd all be dead on the floor. If you got spoons, throw your spoons in the chat.
Eat it.
Look at that face. That unhinged, psychotic fucking face, man.
Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking. I'm tired of people saying that because I am who I am, I can't say a factual observation. It's a fucking fact that the characters in that game are going through what I have factually gone through on a daily fucking basis for years. So shut the fuck up. I am not putting up with any of this shit ever again. You're gonna tell me I can't make a factual observation? How about you kiss my
Kiss my fucking ass and lick my balls. Because I don't like that is censored out, so I'm putting it in.
I'm fucking pissed about it. Because
Oh, we had no idea that you were mad.
see this shit. Oh, he can't say that.
King Be Cruel! You're here! I always think about you. I was just saying, I wish you were here, because we're playing Spoon Rant.
Oh yeah? I can't say a fact? What fucking world? And I'm fucking pissed about it. Because I see this shit. Oh, he can't say that. Oh yeah? I can't say a fact?
This is just something that I randomly, somebody said something in the chat about like the spoon. And I was like, fuck it, let's watch Spoon Rant.
What fucking world do we live in that I can't say a fucking fact, you bitch? Enough is enough with this shit. Yeah, King Be Cruel. King Be Bitch. You're gonna say,
oh, he's such a big, strong man.
say dumb shit like that in fucking chat. And
The legend is here. King Be Cruel. In the chat. That's so weird, because I haven't seen you for a while.
everyone else who said that,
You heard the spoon call.
that too.
Right, we have to keep it fresh that this guy, that he behaves like
There's
this.
people in the comments, all my haters saying it in their videos. So now we know what you're watching every fucking day, right? You dumb fuck. Shut the fuck up. No one cares about your bitch ass Mimi Bill.
I have to agree with Queen of Games. King, you will always be a legend for bringing this out of him. I gotta say, big ups, King Be Cruel. This is absolute, just a fucking S tier, unhinged fucking rant.
Opinions.
We didn't have anything this good until he flipped out during Viewers' Illusion of Choice. When he flipped out about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And that I still don't think is as good as this.
There's facts, there's reality, and then there's your bullshit world that you live in on the internet where you circle jerk each other with your conspiracy and your nonsense, and no one fucking cares about you except your circle jerking community. The problem is there's too many of you. There's too many fucking idiots. And enough is enough with this shit. It's time to call it out. Just because I'm one of the most abused people on the internet doesn't mean I don't get to make a factual observation. I can say whatever the fuck I want, and you like it, or you shut the fuck up.
I can say whatever I want, and you'll like it, or you'll shut the fuck up. Nice guy. Real nice guy.
Sóbrame, por favor, you cabrón. Like, Jesus, relax, dude. Now, you got a problem with that? Test me, bitch.
Test me, bitch.
Because I'm not putting up with it anymore. I'm not.
Ooh, what are you gonna do? Hit the ban button? Look out, y'all. We got a fucking badass over here who can hit a ban button.
I'm not gonna have people come in here on my streams and in fucking other videos and say, oh, look, I'm like him, just like me and him. Shut the fuck. No one even knows what you're talking about. I've never even heard the meme before.
Okay, but listen, Boomer, like, just because you never heard it before, like...
Because I'm not an asshole. I'm not a fucking dumbass, mouth-drooling idiot. I don't follow the dunces follow on the internet. It's my life I'm talking about. Right?
Yeah, he's really scary, isn't he? Test me. I'll hit a button and you can't talk in my stream anymore. Okay, guy.
And it's true. Follow the plot of this game. This is exactly what I've gone through. I've lost tons of business opportunities. I've lost the ability to branch out on the internet as a content creator.
How would late 2000s, early 2010s Phil react to current Phil? He'd be like, dude, why are you such a pussy?
Tons of people, hundreds of thousands of people will never check out my content because all they hear is conspiracies about me. Right? What they'll do is now they'll take this actual segment of my podcast, out of context and just show, look, Phil abuses his viewers by swearing at them, instead of actually showing the reason I'm doing it. That people are mistreating me, that people are being horrible to me and my...
All right, we can give you the context because the gentleman is in the building. Keen Be Cruel, if you have a second, because this started because he read what you said in the chat. If you don't mind, if you don't want to, you certainly don't have to. You can give us the context. What was it that you said that got him here? I believe you said something to the effect of, this is just kind of cringy. Something like that. So...
my family and everyone else, and then when I finally call it out, oh my god, look, in the game it's happening just like what happened with me. Oh, that's so cringe that he would say that. He'd think he's such a big egotistical. Egotistical? How is it ego-fucking-tistic?
Because it doesn't have anything to do with you, but you have a miraculous way of making it all about yourself.
Darkseid Phil is a stupid, cowardly, ugly, jobless, narcissistic, egotistical man-child who begs for people's money just by sitting on his fat ass.
To state a fact.
That he was cringe, that was it. Listen, so we don't even, we can clip it. We can clip it and laugh at it because look, we have the context. We have the gentleman who said the context. So get fucked, Phil.
Fucking buffoon. You are so dumb.
Yeah, I'm retarded. Yeah, there's a reason why he doesn't sit in your chat anymore and he hangs out with us. Yeah. The problem can't be everybody else, bro. He's so cringe, fur.
Just because you don't like someone doesn't mean that when they state a fact, the fact is wrong. That means you're an idiot. You understand? There are a lot.
Well, if you'd ever state something that was true, even though you're a fucking retard, I'd agree with you. But here we are.
People on this planet I don't like, but they say true things sometimes, and you better wise the fuck up and listen. Or shut up about it, because no one cares about you and your drama community on the internet.
I don't know. It sounds like you care an awful lot.
There is an entire culture of stuff on the internet based on this level of hatred, based on this level of hearsay and tabloid bullshit, and it's ruining people's lives, and mine is one of them. There is literally no fucking reason whatsoever that I should not be in the Twitch partner program. Zero. I never did a damn thing to deserve that treatment. There's people out there who don't even know anything about me, who hate me. But a campaign of slander was held against me.
Now we're going back into the past. A campaign of slander. King Be Cruel just said, like, dude, like, this is kind of cringy. Like, stop it. What are you doing?
And those idiots at Twitch has unprofessionally stupid.
Exactly. All this from one comment. Think about that. I've seen him flip out when someone says something shitty in like a $2 super chat or a $2 tip. I've seen him like flip the fuck
because
out.
They fucking are. Said, oh, we don't want to deal with this drama, so we'll just remove him from the partner program. We won't ban him from the site because I literally didn't do anything wrong.
Right. You can still stream and provide them content, but you can't make any money for it. That's right. All right. The really, really fun part is over. So let's go see what the guy is doing today. Let's head over to the absolute legend, Raw Phillifer. Oh, and he is looking just as feisty and shitty as ever. I'm gonna skip some of this cringe. He has that picture where he's like in the hot tub and shit. Ugh. Let me just skip some of that stuff.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show and a brand new week of streams here.
You're late, asshole. You didn't even work yesterday. You couldn't be bothered to show up on time? Oh, fuck.
On DSP Gaming. On today's Level 1 podcast, I'm excited because this week is going to be a very awesome one. Not one.
I was so excited. I was almost 10 minutes late. That's how much I care.
Not two. But we're going to have...
Settle down. He's married. No, thank you. I'd rather die.
3 new games in the rotation. That's going to be exciting.
Is he the only man available? Because I volunteer to off myself or find a girlfriend.
You know, to some extent, last week was the end of the holdovers. Clear Obscure taking over 2 months to beat. You know, really dragged things on, but now heading into new exciting things, especially now that Mind's Eye is behind us as well. It's going to be a great one. So, on today's show with a more chill vibe, I'm going to tell you about how my day off went yesterday and all the fun.
How much more chill can this boring, lame ass shit be? Are you going to roll out a sleeping bag and just fucking lay down? God damn.
New stuff that we'll be doing this week.
Oh, indeed. Good call. Super Pope comic, good call. I appreciate you
Plus, I'll
muchly.
fix the brightness of my malfunctioning screen, which is blinding me. All this and more on
Oh, you poor baby. The bright light that you put there yourself is blinding you. Surely you can't do anything like turn the brightness down or turn it off.
today's week beginning rousing episode of the Level 1 podcast.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's what he really plays, by the way. That's the shit he plays. When Rawphil doesn't cut the music quick enough, that's the kind of shit you hear. If this fucking thing got any more chill, like his fucking voice puts his face to sleep. Maybe we'll get to hear what he did on a riveting day off of laying around getting drunk and pulling Hogan's. Oh wait, I think I spoiled it. Yes, we know everything's created by you. You're God, you're Jesus, you're the sun, the moon, the heaven, and the stars.
Oh, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the show. It is Sunday, the 15th of June, 2025. That is right. If you can believe it, we are halfway through June already. It seems like it just started. Summer is right around the corner, and things are heating up, both figuratively and for real. Although it's weird, I told you about a week and a half ago, we had a really big heat wave where it was like 90-degree weather here in Washington, and we needed to put all of our air conditioners in. This last week, it's been cool, and apparently this week, it's getting cooler. I mean, I'm not complaining. I like cool weather, but it's just bizarre.
But you literally just did. I mean, look at the look on your face. Like, that is complain face. That's the, ugh, I had to do work, and then it didn't do anything.
Yeah, it looked like summer had come, which is why we installed all the air conditioners. Now it's cold at night, and we can't turn on our heat because there's air conditioners.
You know, you make over 100K a year. Surely you could get central air. I mean, honestly. King Be Cruel, thanks for the 2, honey. I hope someone wishes him a happy Father's Day.
Conditioners in. Heat doesn't work when you have air conditioners in. The heat escapes. So we're like bundling up. We're going under comforters at night in the middle of spring. You know,
Where's your son?
about to start summer. Like, what is going on right now? Anyway, welcome everyone to the show, and welcome to a brand new 6-day week of streams.
Oh yeah, it's summertime again, so now we're gonna start getting the weather reports every day. I was gonna make a weatherman Phil emote, but I just don't really have a good idea for it. But I thought it would be funny.
I'm excited. And like I said, this week, unlike last week where we had a lot of holdover stuff, this week we're starting up a lot of new games. Chill games, exciting new releases / re-releases that you guys wanted and we had to hold off on playing, and a new driving game as well, which we're going to determine in the next few days what that's going to be.
He won't pay to fix the toilet. I don't think Central Air's in the budget. You're not wrong.
It's going to be pretty exciting. All right. And finally, some all new stuff. You know, every day, some new stuff coming up. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. We'll get to the schedule. But I hope that you're all doing well. I hope that you all had a great Saturday away. I had a great day. I really did. Yesterday.
Did you talk to your dad today? You abusing piece of shit.
Yesterday was a really good day because originally the plan was that it was just going to be a more, I don't know, I don't say boring, but just not a lot going on. I was just going to go out and run and do some errands and stuff and then come home and relax for the rest of the day. But I was getting ready, like, to do the errands. Like, I made the grocery list and everything. And my wife grabs me and was like, you know what? I don't want to sit around all day at home today. Let's go out together and do something today. And I said, that sounds fun to me. I'm always down for that.
The fact that she had to grab you, and I hope she didn't, like, physically have to touch you, that would be awful. But the fact that she said to you, let's go out and do something today, goes to show that you don't go out every day on your day off. It just doesn't.
So we got ready and we went out and we did a bunch of stuff, actually. You know, we did go grocery shopping, but we actually got quite a few things around the house, you know, like things for the summertime coming.
Spending more money as if he needs anything, as if this hoarder needs anything.
Up some home decor and stuff like that. And I ended up getting a bunch of stuff for the setup for future months. You're going to see new things now in my background. If you remember the last.
So he blew another big bunch of money on toys and decorations that he doesn't fucking need. But he needs your money.
Time I added things like this microphone. So there's going to be more new stuff added to the background now because I went on this trip yesterday. Quite a few new things. Like I got a couple of new lights that are pretty cool. I got one thing. So I don't want to spoil, obviously. I want you to wait and see when I set this up for future months. I got one thing. It's actually going to take a piece of equipment that I currently have and use. It's going to turn it into part of the setup. I know you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. That's okay. Again, I don't want to spoil when I'm going to be using this, you know, maybe July, August. The thing is, I got a bunch of new stuff. So this could be used all over the course of the next year. It's going to be pretty cool. All right. So, yeah, it was a nice trip where not only we get stuff for the house, but I got stuff for work as well. And we ended up having a nice Caribbean island dinner. I had like crispy chicken with a habanero maple syrup dip and a side of like these cakes. Basically, it was like a Caribbean take on like chicken and waffles. That's what I had for dinner. So it was good. and it was a good day out overall. Like we had a lot
Spent a big bunch of money, bought more garbage, bought more food.
of fun. So it was,
Bought food at the grocery store, then came home and ordered food because that's a super smart thing to do. And then went to a bunch of stores and probably fucking Hobby Lobby and other shit and bought a bunch of shitty decorations like that microphone over there that he doesn't need.
relax with my wife, spend some time with her. That's always one of the best days off. I actually did really enjoy yesterday quite a lot. It was a great day. So I hope whatever you guys were up to was fun too. There was quite a lot of stuff to get caught up on yesterday, including me actually trying.
He's got to justify those business expenses, right? Well, I don't know. I spent $139 at fucking Hobby Lobby.
Capcom vs. SNK2 on the PlayStation rather than on PC, as I had been playing up to now. And lo and behold, there are more players on PlayStation with better connections. I played for 2 hours on Friday night for Friday Night Fights, and I only had one laggy player that I faced. Everybody else actually was a great connection. And I was like, whoa. So what happened here? Because if you remember all those years that I played fighting games on consoles, everyone yelled at me. And they said, Phil, you're doing it wrong. Aren't you aware that the
Virgil, what's happening, honey? How you doing? Happy Father's Day to you, and happy Father's Day to all of the dad detractors out there.
FGC plays everything on PC? That's why you have the worst connections and you can't get, you can't get good matches. And I was like, fine, we'll do it. I get a PC. I'm buying all these games on PC, and I'm being told,
Is the hyper obsession with my wife because he has no friends? The hyper obsession with my wife, I believe, is so that, because here's the thing, he thinks that every detractor, number one, is a dude, which I'm here to prove that's not true. Number two, every guy you're a virgin, you're a loser, living in your mom's basement, you don't have any women, you never get laid, you're a loser. And so I think sometimes when he goes, oh, my wife, she's some kind of like symbol of, I've been laid before. I've seen a girl without any clothes on. I can, do this and do that and everything else. I think it's like a symbol of like, I'm an adult. I'm an adult in a big boy relationship. Personally, that's how I think of it.
oh, don't you know that the FGC is playing on PlayStation? Like, wait, what?
Because he thinks every detractor, like I say, just sits in the basement in front of a Dorito-dusted keyboard with fucking Hot Pocket stains on their cargo shorts, and they've, like, never touched grass or felt the touch of a woman.
No, in reality, I think what it is there's this dichotomy in the FGC, because you got to remember, the FGC is dictated these days not by grassroots organizers, not by the love of the game, but by money and corporations. So whenever they run these tournaments, they run it on PS5. So because of that, all the FGC have their fighting games on PS5, so they're used to playing on PS5, which is really stupid. The better version is PC for most fighting games. They'll have less.
It's a symbol so that he doesn't look like he's lonely. And he also hides behind that as an excuse to not have friends. Well, I'm married. I have a wife. I'm running, a household. I this, I that. I'm too busy to, it's a really good excuse so that he doesn't look sad and miserable. Well, he thinks it helps him not look sad, miserable, and alone. So that doesn't, that doesn't really work very good.
Better performance, but
he tries. Bless his heart, he tries.
Instead, they run it all on PS5. You know what? I can see a reason why. Do you really want to have an entire room full of high-end gaming PCs for a tournament when you could just buy a bunch of PS5s that are ready to go out of the box and you don't have to configure them, you don't have to mess with them, you don't have to transport them? PS5s are portable, right?
I don't know what the hell this asshole's rambling on about. Chio, thank you for the $25 super chat. Really been enjoying your streams. Keep it up. Well, thank you. P.S. My husband says, hey, hot mama. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you both.
It's the very same problem again.
Keep enjoying us watching this bum.
Now there's no set version. You buy a game, now you can't get players anymore. So weird that, again, for years I always played on PlayStation. Everyone told me I was doing it wrong. Now I can't find anyone on these games anymore, and I buy the PlayStation version, and there's a ton of players. Anyway, if you missed Friday Night Fights, you missed out on a pretty awesome night. I went from bronze. Actually, no, I went from rookie ranking to super gold in Capcom vs. SNK2 in a 2-hour span. I think I only lost like 2 matches all night. It was a really giant raising of the rankings. I tried new characters like Iori for the first time, and I was having a great time. And it will be more of the same moving forward when I play Friday Night Fight CVS 2, because there's more players over there with better connections. So good stuff. It was like I went basically from famine to feast. Like I was really starving for good matches on PC.
He's tipless.
Every match is good. I was like, oh, this is excellent. Hopefully this is the case moving forward.
He's broke.
But of course, there was a lot of other stuff I did last week. I finished Clair Obscure Expedition 33. Please give that playthrough a look. And as I've explained, yes, I'm aware that I skipped a whole bunch of the Act 3 side content. But if we end up having some good times this year, let's say we get a big marathon where I'm well supported, or a week where I just get an overabundance of support, I might toss on Clair Obscure for a night stream or two every once in a while to do.
Oh yeah, he's said this a couple of times now too. If I have this weird random day that totally won't be planned or anything, and Thomas the Dent Engine decides to come by and just, give me another $1,600, we'll play Clair Obscure just because because I love the game so much, but since you assholes don't want to pay for it, I'll just have to do it on a day where I get a lot of money. This guy's such a fucking joke. Harleywood, thanks for the $5, honey. I appreciate you. I think I've touched more women than Phil in the last 6 months than Phil in the last 6 years. I'm married to a dude and I probably have too. XJS, thank you for the super chat. It's a front because he's gay.
Do some of that side content where it won't matter if I have a good night of support or not, because quite frankly, people just don't support the game. Sad, but it's true, okay? Also, we tried Mind's Eye. What a joke. The game was absolutely terrible, but at least we got a couple of days of laughs and cringe out of it. Did some Mario Kart to continue on with my coverage of Mario Kart World. That was fun.
You mean you sucked ass at Mario Kart? He's a stroke victim. I can't keep shouting. He's bald.
And, of course, for the first time ever, Truck Sim with the wheel went really well, so well, that people are now saying that they want me to do another driving game, and that's part of what we're going to talk about today. We narrowed it down to 3 driving games to try this week. We're going to try one of them this week. I just don't know which one yet, okay? So this is going to be cool because not only are we going to continue to do chill truck sim nights like tonight, but also later this week, we're going to be using the wheel in a completely different style of game and see how it goes there too. So, good stuff, all right? All right, well, all that being said, before we get to talking about this week, which is going to be an exciting one, I just want to get everyone caught up that we are at 15 out of 20 support goals hit. That means 5 more goals hit, and we'll be doing DSP Tries It Mod Pizza.
And please hurry up and get me to the goal because I didn't buy enough groceries for the whole week.
I've never eaten mod pizza before, neither is my wife, so we don't really know what it's going to be, but they're all over the place out here. When we order, we're going to get both the thin crust and the thick crust style, so we can compare the 2 pizzas and see if one's better than the other, and we're going to get 2 different kinds of toppings and things. So that's a cool one because something I've never done before. I'm aware that people are telling me there are other things happening right now, other fast food places, new things are happening. So let's get the mod pizza goal this week, and then we can plan on what the next one is. Apparently, there's going to be some good options, okay? So let's do it, shall we? Let's do it. Now, last week, I'm well aware, and everyone's well aware, all right, that it wasn't a great week for support overall. Why? Well, because we had...
Wow, we're right into the boardroom. We're right into everybody have a seat, ladies, gentlemen. If everyone could just take a seat, we're here for the boardroom meeting. We have to hear about how much our numbers were down, and they've been down this quarter. So as Homer Simpson says, we better safen up, and we better get our shit together. And, of course, give him more money.
Clear Obscure in the mix, and it never gets support because we had some crappy games like Mind's Eye, right? It was a weird week. This week, every stream is a banger, right? We got Lies of P continuing. That's a great game. It really is. Excited for the...
Kiwi Farmer, no, we're not begging. We're talking about how shitty last week was. So we're on the eve of the beg. I feel it.
For the continuation of the DLC. We're going to have one stream of Blueprints tomorrow. Okay, I told you I'd keep playing it. As long as people supported it, I would keep it in the rotation. Well, last week, you guys supported Blueprints. I can't speak. Blueprints in droves.
Slow down, Boomer. You're going to hurt yourself. Slow down. It's not like your job is talking or anything.
So that also is going to be tomorrow. The new game for this week that everyone is asking for, Onimusha 2 HD.
No one is asking you for that. Absolutely nobody. You've just said, and you think that since the first one was so well supported, you're going to play the second one. This is how your brain works. We all know this is how your brain works. Nobody asks you to play anything, just about.
This game came out last month, and originally I planned to play it, except we had been backed up with too much stuff like Clear Obscure.
This essentially is a sneak bag. He's just letting you know that the money that's been coming in lately, he's letting you know, ladies and gentlemen, half-assed.
Sure. So I was like, let's finish what we started, and we did. So now Onimusha 2 begins this week, and I am excited for that. Hopefully it's as good as the first, if not better. People are saying Onimusha 2 is like a tried and true PlayStation.
You heard him, you fucking dense. You all need to be Jax Raxer, guitar player, Ryan, and everybody else, NDO. Y'all better just start coughing up those hundos.
Classic. Everyone loved it. So I'm happy for that. That's coming up this week. New game playthrough. We're doing some new stuff as well in regards to late night streams. So not only are we going to do Truck Sim tonight, but then tomorrow night, we're trying a new game. It's one of the games that we actually experienced during demo day. It's called Cast and Chill. It is the ultimate late night chill stream game. Why? Because the gameplay is quite basic, but it is fun. And you have cool unlocks and upgrades, but you can be very interactive with the streaming audience while you play it. I think that's why they called it Cast and Chill, because they realized this is an ultimate chill game. You can just relax when you play it and unwind. So we're going to try this out tomorrow night. The game actually releases tomorrow. Okay.
Right. We should be at fucking 40 out of 20. But, you know, the broke boys.
And I don't know if you're aware, it's as a Steam release, I've never really covered an indie game on Steam like this before, like ever. So this is actually like my cool first release day covering an indie game kind of a deal. I'm excited for that. So I hope that you'll join me tomorrow night for that. We'll see how it works as a late night chill stream.
I absolutely won't be doing
later
that.
This week, we're going to start a brand new driving game, but the question is, what are we going to do? Because we have 3 options that everyone has discussed and talked about and thinks that they will all be good options, okay? Option number 1, which is more of a hardcore, serious driving sim, Assetto Corsa. Now, the bizarre thing about Assetto Corsa is that there's a new one that came out this year in January. It's called Assetto Corsa Evo. It's even on sale right now. And I said, that's the one I think we should get if we get it. And everyone's yelling at me, no, get the old one. What? Why would I buy the old one? If the new game is out with new features, new modes, better graphics, why would I buy the outdated version from many years ago? That doesn't even seem to make sense. You know, I don't get it. So I would much rather want to buy the new one, right? So anyway, we got that. We've got Dirt Rally 2.0, which people are saying is kind of the best off-roading driving sim style game. It's got, you know, a bunch of vehicles, tons of, you know, different tracks and graphics and things, you know, that are really good for off-roading stuff. Now, honestly, I don't know.
If he weren't such an incel, he'd try out Sex Shop Simulator. That was actually hard to say. Yeah, no way. Mm-mm.
If I'm going to like regular tracks.
He's too delicate for that for some reason. I don't get it.
Off-roading better. I'm not a driving sim guy, you know? And so I don't know how much I would like it or not, but a lot of people seem to think it's a great game. And then lastly, we've got Taxi Life, a city driving simulator. This one's only been out for about a year, and you are simulating a taxi driver business in Barcelona, Spain, where you actually drive around a simulated city of Barcelona, which is cool in itself because it's a place that has lots of landmarks and things in it. But, you know, you're picking up fares, you're trying to race from place to place and get them there on time, but not get into car accidents and stuff. You have to abide by the rules of the road. So that might be interesting because it might be challenging to see me try to actually pull off the fares and everything and not break the law while I'm drinking. Because, you know, when I play these games, I have like a White Claw or an alcoholic beverage, like a lemonade or something.
Yeah, he's just fucking toe up off one White Claw in 3 hours.
It'd be pretty fun, actually. So I think like any of those three is fine. In my opinion, they all sound good, but we got to do one of them this week, and I don't know which one. So we'll talk over the course of the week. FYI, I guess we should do the schedule now. We're already talking about it. So here's my idea for what we should do this week for the schedule, okay? Hold on one second. Here we go. So today it's going to be Liza.
Oh, no, I was already here today.
P Overture continuing. We had a good time with it last time. We're actually at the end of this dungeon where we were like this underground facility where all these experiments are happening. So I wonder how long it'll take for us to beat it, but we should beat that today and continue on with the DLC. And then tonight, American Truck Sim, where we will again be drinking some drinks and driving around with the wheel, pedals, and shifter. Second night doing that. So that'll be exciting to see how that turns out tonight. Always a chill time and people really love it. Tomorrow we're going to do...
He should never, ever, ever be allowed to say the word chill again. For fuck's sake. It's in this little post here like 3 times.
Blueprints on the day stream. That'll be
although one of them is Cast and Chill.
Our one stream a week of Blueprints, and then Cast and Chill will premiere. It is the release day, so we're actually playing it on release day as a late night chill stream. On Tuesday, we are not going to do a podcast. Since it's the premiere of Onimusha 2, what I want to do is give it a lot of gameplay time. So instead, we will forego the podcast. We'll hang out for like 20 minutes or so. All right. And then we're going to jump into Onimusha 2. And then Tuesday night, Minecraft chill stream. All right. Which should be fun. We're actually doing quite a lot of good stuff in Minecraft right now. You know, we've upgraded my home to now have multiple different kinds of trees. We're looking to maybe do different pens for the livestock and separate them out. We have a lot of stuff going on. We'll see what we want to do on Tuesday night. And then Wednesday, more Liza P's Overture, and then I'm going to do a late night stream of Mario Kart World Tour, or World Knockout Tour MP. Now, if you're wondering why I don't get it, where's the new racing game? We're actually going to do that on Thursday. Probably on Thursday, we'll do more Onimusha 2, and then we'll do the new racing game Thursday night. Okay? So what will the new racing game be? I literally don't know yet. We have to talk about it and try to figure
Phil has diarrhea.
it out. Maybe we have to basically
That's
take
amazing.
Some ideas, you know, from everyone. Do you think a more hardcore, serious sim? Do you think maybe the business sim of the taxi? I don't know. I really am. I'm undecided. I don't know what you guys think would work better. I mean, right now, I'm just curious. Out of you guys who are here on stream, what do you guys think I should do for the driving game this week? The new one that I promised you.
God, we had a fucking boardroom segment, which I'm sure we'll have again. A schedule segment. Now we have to make his decisions for him. Now we have to tell him what to do. We had to hear about how much we suck because we don't give him enough money. We had to hear about the lame ass shit he's doing, which nobody fucking cares about. And then on top of that, now we got to pick. What game do you want me to ruin next? Christ.
Irene is saying Acerto is now outdated. On the contrary, the previous title is smoother, has more content, more compatibility with controllers. That wheel is not best for this game. I have it. For what game? Acerto? Well, then maybe we should eliminate it. If Acerto is going to have a problem with my wheel, then maybe we should just eliminate it now. I don't know why people nominated it then. You know, again, I didn't know anything about it. It was people who recommended it.
How is he not banned for simulating drunk driving? I don't know how he's not banned for asking for people for money in order to drink a shot.
These games. The new Acerto game doesn't have a big multiplayer community yet. We're playing it for the sim aspect. We're not trying to get into giant multiplayer communities. I'm playing it to sim driving. Do you get it?
You know I don't have friends. I'm not here for any multiplayer games.
What's the point of the streams? I don't know what you're even talking about. No, like not a single person has said multiplayer yet. I don't even know why you would even think that. We're simming driving. That's the point. You're immersing yourself into simulation of driving. That's why I bought the wheel, not to play games multiplayer online. Like, what are you talking about? We have games online. Like Mario Kart is online.
Well, that's... Bruh. Isn't that driving with other people? You ignorant fucking retard? Isn't that driving with other people? Ugh. Stop it. You're stupid. You're hurting yourself. You're hurting me. You're hurting my brain cells. Jesus Christ. I don't want to play multiplayer on this one game. I'm not going to play multiplayer on this other game that's almost exactly the same.
People are weird. It seems like what happens is these people get these weird notions of things, and they all talk about them amongst themselves, and they come back, oh yeah, well, you shouldn't do that because there's no multiplayer. We never even said a word about multiplayer. Like, not once, and that's not my intention. These late night streams of driving are supposed to be me simulating like I'm driving in certain situations. I'm a trucker. I'm a racer. I'm a taxi driver, right? Not, oh, I'm going online to competitively race against others. I have no intention of doing that. I'm not a competitive racer. Why would you even think that unless you're stupid? And you just assume things that no one even talked about.
Fire sales for drinking is super common. That's not necessarily what I have a problem with. It's when he gets like $1,300 but does 7 shots and just says, oh, well, fuck you. I don't owe you anything. I feel like I've had enough to drink. So I'll be collecting my money that you paid for to watch me do something. And I didn't hold up my end of the bargain and I'm going to go now.
Anyway.
That's I think that's the part of it that really gets my goat. Maybe he shouldn't even be banned for it, but I think it's really shitty.
Okay, so Lipsian says the big draw for Assetto actually is multiplayer, so eliminate it. Okay, done. Forget it. Assetto Corsa we won't do, because that wasn't the point. The point was simulation of driving, not competitive multiplayer. Right? Like, all right. I mean, we already have Mario Kart World.
Maybe this is why he needs help. Maybe this is why he needs help figuring these things out. It's come to my conclusion, I don't think he can read.
In the rotation. Why would I add another driving game like that? It doesn't even make sense. But again, a lot of these people don't make sense. They just make shit up to themselves. You know what I mean? How much you want to bet this weekend? People were talking on their Discord servers. Oh, Phil's going to play a driving game this week. What game would be the train wreck game that it would suck ass and he looks stupid and we'd enjoy it, but he wouldn't get it?
You really, really, really wish that people would think about you that much. Like, I hate to say it, broski, but, like, you really wish people gave that much of a fuck about you.
Any attention from positive people, therefore it would tank his business. Gee, I wonder what it would be. Oh, I was telling him to play the old Assetto Corsa, where everyone is a pro at the game and is a master, so if he plays it online, they'll whoop his ass every match, and everyone will laugh at him. Yeah, let's do that. Sounds like a great idea. How about kiss my ass?
Woo, where did this hostility come from? This came out of nowhere. What?
Anyway.
He pours himself a little drinky poo there. He's illiterate.
Okay, so
he takes what he thinks is a victory sip here, and then something just, I don't know. Like, what happens right here?
Draw for Assetto actually is multiplayer, so eliminate it. Okay, done.
So he eliminates the game because he didn't bother to read that it was multiplayer. Okay, he's a bum. Like, and then, I don't know, he gets a hair up his ass about something.
Forget it. Assetto Corsa we won't do, because that wasn't the point. The point was simulation of driving, not competitive multiplayer.
Okay, I don't, and then all of a sudden he just, I don't know, there's a look here. He assumes because the game is older, it's worth.
Right? Like, all right.
So he shakes his head and gets weird.
I mean, we already have Mario Kart World in the rotation. Why would I add another driving game like that? It doesn't even make sense. But again,
we already have Mario Kart in the rotation. Why would we add another driving game? I'm so confused. My brain cells are truly battling it out right now, and it's giving me a headache. Wasn't this whole point to add another driving game? Something happens. And like, he gets sand in his vagina. Something happens here.
How much you want to bet this weekend? People were
Here we go. How much do you want to bet this weekend people were talking in their super secret Discords?
Talking on their Discord servers. Oh, Phil's going to play a driving game this week. What game would be the train wreck game that it would suck ass and he looks stupid and we'd enjoy it, but he wouldn't get any attention from positive people, therefore it would tank his business. Gee, I wonder what it would be. Oh, I was telling him to play the old Assetto Corsa, where everyone is a pro at the game and is a master, so if he plays it online, they'll whoop his ass every match and everyone will laugh at him. Yeah, let's do that. Sounds like a great idea. How about kiss my ass? You fucking losers. No. Now we're not.
Where did this come from? Because it's got a multiplayer aspect to it. He thinks that a troll submitted it, I guess. Or asked for this suggestion because, ooh, we're out to get him? Like, what?
Not doing Assetto Corsa ever. It's permanently banned.
See, you laugh, but the thing is that ain't a lie. Now you think it was a troll suggestion, and now you'll never play it.
There you go. There you go. All right. Anyway, well, thank you guys. Looks like we're getting some support. I want to say, first of all, this morning, Phil has diarrhea.
I see that you guys have started throwing me money early. Good. I'm grooming you. You're learning. You're learning.
No, that's the name of the person. Phil Has Diarrhea gifted a sub over on Kick this morning. Thank you to Phil Has Diarrhea. That was our first gifted sub of the morning. I don't have diarrhea. That was the guy's name. Then there's Joggin.
Sorry, Tahxic, our plans got foiled by the pig. He figured us out. You know, that thing that we never even fucking talked about in our Discord.
Okay.
Well, I didn't anyway.
So Joggin, first of all, join as a sub, their own sub.
Okay.
And then they just gifted a sub to Hardcore Henry. So that's 2 subs from them. So that means we have 3 subs so far this morning on Kick. Thank you for starting up the support this morning. I appreciate that. I was going to say a couple things. Number 1, all right, Kick support has been way down. We are down 100.
And we're right back to you suck because you're not giving me any fucking money. Here we go. We're back.
150 subs on Kick. Meaning I had 150 subs and they expired and no one has either re-upped or gifted to make up for those. So we're way down on support on Kick right now. Okay, just being honest. It sucks. What can I do? I'm hoping that we will get a route.
What benefits do they get for becoming a member?
Of support on Kick.
Do they get access to anything? Do they get to do anything special? Do they get to talk to you privately? Do they get a Discord server? Do they get to play video games with you? Do they get special messages from you? Do they get special comments from you? Do they get anything for giving you the $5 or whatever it is a month? Because if someone's going to give you $5, they should get something. So what do you offer?
Starting right now. Let's get those subs back. Let's get that support going, right? Let's go. Let's get some subs right now on Kick to get that momentum back. Okay? Let's do it. Exactly. This is nonsensical.
Honey, let it go. Kick is dead and you killed it. Stop it. Stop it.
We must get support back. So thank you to Phil Has Diarrhea, not me. And thank you to Joggin Muse, both of which just supported on Kick. Let's get some more
poop joke,
going in that regard, okay? Maybe if I'm entertaining this week, I'll get the subs. I am always entertaining. However, it doesn't necessarily translate into support. It really depends on many factors. The game I'm playing, who can show up, who can actually support at what time. You know, that's just the natural thing that happens when you're a creator on the internet. You can't have overwhelming levels of support every single day. And I know that, okay? Like, I'm aware of that. But you hope for at least overall to have some consistency. That I'm hoping to get some of that consistency back this week, okay?
He offers you his temporary gratitude, his temporary fake gratitude. Hey, thanks for the sub. Now gift 20 more.
In fact, AI Pahdcast just gifted a sub to a test.
Give me 50 gifted subs right now.
Testicle tornado. That sounds incredibly painful, but thank you there. And then was there another one too? Because there was no pop-up for that one, which is weird. Let me take a quick look.
Hello, sir?
Oh, yeah. For some odd reason, there was no pop-up, but it is real. So Joggin Muse actually gifted another sub. That one went to...
Oh, look at the poor little dent. It was me. It was me. Please love me, Daddy.
Is it that weird glitch where 2 people gift the sub, but it says it went to the same person, so it doesn't count? Because I think that's what just happened.
Oh, now we have to sit here for 20 minutes to see if $4 counts or not.
That's exactly what just happened. So Joggin, don't ask me why that happens, but it says you gifted a sub to Testicle Tornado too, which doesn't make sense. They just got a sub. So I guess it didn't go through. If you take a look at the leaderboard is representative of what really happened. So it says AI Pahdcast with 1, Phil Has Diarrhea, not me, with 1, and then Joggin Muse has 2. So I don't know what happened there.
Wow. By all means, let's stop everything we're doing to worry about it.
No, Super Bonchan, take a look at the leaderboard. This is a weird glitch that has happened before, that 2 people try to gift the sub back to back, and for some reason Kick gives it to the same person, and it doesn't count. See? Remember that one day, there was like 10 people were trying to give subs, and it kept going to the same person, and none of the subs counted? Yeah, it was bizarre. I hope that didn't just happen again, but hopefully not. What would be great is if someone dropped like a sub bomb of like 10 subs, because then, if they dropped a sub bomb of like 10 subs, then perhaps it would count.
Oh, look at that. Oh. Maybe if they gave 10 subs, maybe it would count.
What I did there? All right, so this one counted. Joggin Muse gifted another sub. It went to Irritable Bowel Syndrome Lurker, if that's what IBS stands for. I don't know if that's what it stands for. That's quite disturbing if it is. I wouldn't want to lurk around someone's irritable bowel syndrome, but okay. So thank you, Joggin. So we already have some great early support today over on Kick, and that is very much appreciated. Please, let's keep that momentum going on Kick today. Let's get those subs back that we lost over the last week and a half. Okay, now, on the YouTube side of things, all right, folks, let's get some super chats. Let's get some super stickers. How about some memberships on the YouTube side? Right now, we have no contributions on the YouTube side. And, of course, tips can count no matter where you are.
You don't want shit from the YouTube side. YouTube takes 30% of your cut. I mean, I'm sorry to sound like an asshole, but if you're going to beg for it all to go on Kick or beg for tips. Why are you begging for shit from YouTube? YouTube's the one that takes the biggest wet bite out of your ass. Don't beg for shit on YouTube. Tell them to give you shit on PayPal or go over to Kick or fuck off.
Through a third party through PayPal. So there we go. Let's do it. Let's get that momentum rolling, my friends. Come on. Let's get some more support. All right. All right. So the good news is we have eliminated a set of
Japnator, what's happening, honey?
from
How
the
you doing?
discussion, and I have eliminated it from my wish list. So now we're looking at Dirt Rally 2.0 or Taxi Life, a city driving simulator for Thursday night. I'd be down for either, like one being an off-road racing game with a lot of mud and vehicles, the other being just driving around a city, trying to get fares, get them to their destinations in time without violating the law and stuff. That sounds neat, and it sounds like a setup for a lot of failure, doesn't it? It sounds like I'd probably screw that up a ton, which would probably be pretty entertaining. So either one of those sounds good to me. I'm down for either, and let me know what you think. They're both full-fledged games for the record. Like, they're both full-featured games. So yeah, let me take a look.
It looks fluffy. Like he might have actually washed it. Because it's like the hair's like fluffy in the front.
It doesn't mention, see, it's weird. They don't mention controller support on Steam fully, which is annoying. Like, they both say, we'll support an Xbox controller, but doesn't say, like, would it support the wheel? They don't say that. You would think they would. They're driving sims. Why would it?
He must have gotten so desperate he doesn't care about the YouTube cut. And he just wants a number. See all these little question marks here? Membership, super chat, tip. He wants a number in front of all of these because it makes him feel important. He has support over on Kick. He has support on YouTube. People are tipping him through PayPal. He wants it to make it, he needs to make it look like it's coming from a lot of different sources and a lot of different people. That, I mean, sure, he wants the money too. Like, we can't misunderstand. I mean, everybody loves money. Come on now. But the thing about it is that he really needs it to look like it's coming from a lot of other places.
Driving sim not support a wheel controller?
A lot of different people, should I say.
That'd be pretty stupid, but don't underestimate the stupidity of humans. I'll tell you this for Dirt, they're actually showing someone playing it with a wheel controller.
Okay. Cool. You realize you're live.
Actually, live seems cool. I'm looking at it right now. I like the looks of it.
Great. Could we see it? Could you share your screen with us and show us what you're seeing?
Supporter pack? There's a supporter pack for $5 extra. Maybe I'll get that. Because that one you get a bunch of things to customize your cab, apparently, which is kind of cool. All right, maybe we'll do that. All right, so we got to decide between Taxi Life and Dirt Rally. We'll talk about that over the week. We have until Thursday night to figure it out. Okay.
He wants the money. He needs the validation. That's a very good way of putting it. How's the guy doing so far? He's got himself some pity subs over there on Kick, so I think he's feeling pretty happy.
Okay. Good morning, Jade. It's good to see you, man. Based off of Real says, Taxi Sim sounds exactly like Truck Sim. I support Dirt Rally. Not really. You got to understand. Truck Sim is meant to be like a chill game where you're just driving on the highway by yourself. Taxi Sim, you have to pick up the fare, get the job, get them there in time. So you have to drive well and drive efficiently. You can't break the law, or else basically you're gonna get into trouble, and your whole, you might even get suspended from being able to drive the taxi. And the other thing is, it's in Barcelona, Spain, so you're gonna get to see this beautiful city represented in the game. It sounds like there's a lot more to it and a lot more kind of suspenseful stakes.
Yeah, 18 years of streaming. Won't share the screen to show us what the game looks like or anything like that.
I'm saying in regards to, like, you gotta do it efficiently, do it well. And I think that could be challenging because I'm gonna be drinking. You see?
He's already trying to buy cosmetic DLC. Oh, yeah. Hey, when he plays American Truck Simulator for $25, you get to pick what color the truck is.
Okay. Oh, by the way, whoa. I got a bunch more support. I didn't even see it. It was AI Pahdcast. Apparently gifted 3 subs. Yeah, one went to King Slop, one went to Enjoy GTA 3, and one went to Tusali.
Oh, look how happy he is.
So thank you, AI. AI Pahdcast for the gifted subs. Let's get those on the leaderboard. So now AI Pahdcast has 4 for today? Yes.
We have to take our time out to do this nonsense.
3 more will get us to $40 of support so far. Thank you so much. Again, guys, thank you on Kick for picking up the support this morning. That's amazing. Let's get some of those subs back that we lost. We're already on a good start here. Thank you. Thank you.
Chill out, bro. You still want a lot more.
Yes, Tusali, I said your name. That's correct.
Sir, you're still live on a live
Dylan,
stream.
how are you this morning? Good to see you. No, I've never heard of Dan Flash's shirts. What the hell is that? Never heard of that. Someone just attempted to tip me $2 and it got frozen by PayPal. I don't know why. It just says it's pending and I can't see it. So whoever just attempted to do the first tip of the day, $2, PayPal froze it. It could be on your end. It could be the language you used. I'm unsure, but I didn't get it. So just so you know, that's why I'm not shouting it out.
P-break incoming? Oh.
Thank you for the early momentum. Always good to have support momentum earlier on, right? Let's get that moving, guys. Let's hit that goal. Let's get.
Thanks for what you gave me, but give me some more. So absolutely fucking shameless. Thanks for the $40. Now let's go on ahead and double that, triple that, and then add a little more. And then get me to another goal. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to come back later tonight and do it all over again. I need hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dollars every single day.
5 straight streams with 5 straight goals so we can do mod pizza on Tuesday. That's my actual goal. I want to do mod pizza. DSP tries it.
Seriously, you guys, I'm so fucking poor. I didn't get enough groceries for Tuesday. I didn't get enough groceries for anything. So I need to get pizza on Tuesday night so I can have dinner and then breakfast pizza on Wednesday because we're busted.
On Tuesday. But that would mean
Kat doesn't bring home her pitiful $14 paycheck until Friday.
we need to hit a support goal every stream. Today for Lies of Pete, tonight for American Truck Sim, tomorrow for Blueprints, tomorrow night for Cast and Chill, and then the day stream of
Oh,
Onimusha
look
2
at you.
premiering on Tuesday. All right? We'd have to hit all those goals, and then we can do mod pizza on Tuesday. Let's do it.
Ryan switched to his kick smurfs to appease the Lord.
AI Podcast is restreaming.
I don't know. They were one-offs. I don't know. Ryan likes attention. Ryan likes to drop the big numbers, I think. Although you could be right. I have absolutely no way
right
of
now.
knowing.
That's great. They're also supporting my show. They've given me a bunch of subs.
Bro would win the fucking lottery and would still fucking beg. I don't think you're wrong.
Are you saying they're restreaming and being toxic and stuff?
Well, he begs to get the money. Ooh, are we talking about restreamers? He begs to get the money and then gets a little bit of money and then says thank you, but then reminds you that we need some more money.
Onimusha 2 premiering on Tuesday. All right? We'd have to hit all those goals, and then we can do mod pizza
He
on
says something about restreamers, so I want to know
Tuesday.
what's going on.
Let's do it.
Oop, sorry.
AI Podcast is restreaming me right now. That's great. They're also supporting my show. They've given me a bunch of subs.
AI podcast.
Are you saying they're restreaming and being toxic and stuff? Well, if that's the case, then I mean, they're supporting too. I don't get it. It's a little hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? It's a little hypocritical to be supporting the stream that you're making fun of, but I don't know. I don't get it. Why don't I put a mini fridge in my room? Because I don't have a need for one. I don't have a need for a mini fridge because I just drink filtered water, which is in my thermos. And for the streams where I have like an alcoholic beverage, I only have like 1 or 2. It's not a big deal. I don't need a mini fridge in here. I mean, it's a possibility, but I don't see the point.
Uggo, why do you dislike people from Argentina? It's pretty good.
Uggo did a $2 super chat and he says, "Do you dislike people from Argentina?" Yes, I hate them. I detest them. They're the dregs of life, of society. Absolutely bottom of the barrel stuff. What are you talking about? No, Argentina. The truth is, real Argentina.
Oh boy, here we go. Off of this $2 super chat, I think we might get the gold dust. Is it coming? I hope. Here we go.
Are going through a hard time, right? Their country is in shambles. Their economy is falling apart. Their currency is worth nearly nothing. But then people have the audacity to use a VPN to pretend to be Argentinian.
Oh, we knew he was going to take the bait on this one. This is so sad. How deep is this wound going to reopen off of a $2 super chat?
To try to rip people off on the internet. You want to talk about being a scumbag? Now that's dirty. These people are going through so
Actually, it's really funny.
much suffering, and then you've got to impersonate an Argentinian just to try to rip people off.
Oh, listen to this guy. Listen to this guy. Everybody in Argentina is going through so much terrible stuff, and you have to insult them.
You are a piece of shit. So that's what I think about real Argentinians and fake Argentinians. There's the answer right there in plain black and white, straight from the horse's mouth.
Oh, thank you for that super hella mega cope off of that $2.
There you go.
Big
All
ups,
right. Thanks for the
Uggo.
support.
Big ups.
What if they're actually from Argentina and trying to support? That's not possible. Argentina is in such horrible disrepair right now. No one with their right mind would go online and try to support a streamer.
You know, that's not necessarily accurate, right?
They're just trying to get by and make they're trying to buy a sandwich to eat today. That's what they're thinking of.
How do you know? Do you know everybody who lives in Argentina? I'm positive you don't. I'm not entirely sure that you talk to anybody who doesn't look and act just like you.
They're not thinking of, let me toss Darkside Phil 50 cents. They're actually trying to support their families to stay alive. You know, that's what happens in countries where things aren't all roses and unicorns and rainbows like we have.
Well, things aren't all roses and rainbows and unicorns here, but you expect everybody here to give you hundreds and thousands of dollars. What happens if I'm struggling to buy a sandwich today? I'm still supposed to cough you up $20? You know, there are people in this country who are homeless. There are people in this country who aren't going to get something to eat today, but you still want their money. Their money is still okay. So what the fuck are you talking about? You're making yourself look really, really ignorant and really stupid. I'm not saying that things aren't better here than they are in Argentina, but things for some people, things might not be going so swimmingly for them here. You just assume that everybody who lives in this country, everyone's just fucking, oh yeah, it's unicorns, puppy dogs, and candy bracelets. Some people can't afford a sandwich today. Asshole. We know that you don't know what that's like, because your life is made possible by a grant from the some other fucking Dent Foundation.
Have it in these other countries, first world countries that don't understand that in a lot of places it's not like that.
I forgot. You know everything. We're all rich.
So there you go. Okay.
Yeah, donate. Yeah, what are you doing to help the Argentinian people? Are you giving them money? Are you donating to anything? What causes do you stand for what's going on in Argentina? You sound like you know an awful lot about what's going on there, so what are you doing for the cause? Hell, what are you doing in your own country? For homelessness, for, you know, to help people with mental health, to help veterans, to help kids that want to go to school. You know, what are you doing for anybody besides yourself? Says the man who called himself a small business on Black Friday, so you should donate to him.
I'm being told that AI Podcast is clout chasing me. All right, well, you keep it up. As long as you keep sending the subs, you can clout.
Don't worry, AI Podcast. You'll be more popular than him in about 20 minutes.
Chase me as much as you like. I just received a $2 anonymous tip.
Listen, if the internet can make PWR more popular than you, we can do it to somebody else. I promise.
It says, play plumbers don't.
I'm an absolute fucking nobody. There's more people watching me right now than watching you.
Wear ties or I'm going to crash out. Plumbers Don't Wear Ties is not an entertaining or good game if you already know what it is. And I saw Angry Video Game Nerd play it a zillion years ago. It was one of his episodes. So it wouldn't be an entertaining playthrough because I already know the whole game and I've seen it. You know, that's a good game for shock value. If you've never seen it before and you can't believe what you're seeing that they actually made it, then you'll laugh your ass off. But the thing is, like, I already know the jokes, so I don't think that I would.
I don't know if he ever called himself an essential business during the pandemic. But I do remember one time there was somebody said something about, I think it was like Cyber Monday, or it was around like the Black Friday-ish area, and something about like support small business. And, you know, are you going to do any shopping at small businesses? Somebody asked him, and he was like, well, I am a small business, so support me. Ha, 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 ha.
Enjoy it, and you probably wouldn't translate into a good playthrough. That's the problem. If you guys know Trainwreck games that you want me to play that I've never played before, that's different, okay? Ace just did a $2 super chat. He said, play a new game already. We are. Tomorrow night, we're playing Cast and Chill. That's a new game in the rotation. Actually releases tomorrow, okay? On Tuesday, we're playing Onimusha HD. That's the big premiere stream of that. And then on Thursday night, we're going to be doing a new driving game, either Dirt Rally 2 or Taxi Sim. Or Taxi Life. I think it's called Taxi Life. So, there you go. The villain did a $5 super chat to be the top chatter, or top super chatter, and says, oh,
we don't need to know if they're the top super chatter. Just say thank you and read the message. Has Phil banned Beaver Bother yet? I don't think so.
Because I want to see you face against Simon, the hardest boss.
He's gotten to the point where he says, I got $1.50 from Beaver Bother, and then he'll say, I'm not reading his message, but thank you for the $1 or whatever it is. He'll say thank you, and then he just moves on.
In the game. Yeah, I didn't do any of the side content from Act 3. I've heard there's a ton of side content in Act 3. So, oops. So if we get back to it, like I said, what are the circumstances of getting back to Player Obscure? Well, I need to have a really good week where basically people went kind of above and beyond so that if I have a stream where it doesn't matter that I get no support, it's fine.
New Gundam drop, eh? I will check this out.
You know what I'm saying? So if I do a marathon and the marathon is very well supported, then maybe that week I would play Player Obscure. Or if we have like just a day where someone's really generous and comes in and gifts a ridiculous amount of stuff or whatever, then like, okay, well, hey, we're good. This week we're above what I normally would make, so we can have a stream where I don't have to worry about it, okay?
It's a Gundam does have a new one.
Well, please explain to me how you gift fake subs on Kick. I'd love to know. Because right now, I'm on Kick. I'm going to my dashboard. I'm going to revenue. I'm scrolling down, and all of the AI podcast subs are there. They're real. So unless someone can actually explain to me how someone has found a way to completely rip off Kick and everyone on it, I'm going to...
Listen to how... Look at how scared he got. Listen to how scared and insecure he got. Well, if you think somebody knows how to do it, then you tell me. If you think somebody knows how to do it, then you tell me how they know. Look how scared he's getting that somebody might be able to fake the Kick support.
To say, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay? Because they're showing right there.
Sound less insecure about that right now.
Yep. Can you explain? How could there be fake subs on Kick?
Hello, sir. Are you reading? Are you counting money? Are
It'd be
we
pretty crazy if
Everything on Kick says that it's working and it counts as revenue and it doesn't. That'd be pretty bad. That'd be a pretty big loophole in their system that would need to be fixed.
Why can't he ignore this and just move on? Why are you asking this? Because
Ace
he's
does another
him.
$2 super chat says, thank you, Daddy. Well, I'm not your daddy, but I do appreciate the support.
Are you going to say anything about Father's Day? Because it's kind of weird that you haven't said anything. Didn't you tell everybody Happy D-Day one time? But we're not going to say Happy Father's Day? This is weird.
Okay. They're trying to get detractors and other people to watch them. Well, understand, if they gift support, I'm going to shout it out, right? They're not violating any rules on my stream, and they're supporting. Why wouldn't I shout out support?
He's very nervous. He seems very nervous. He seems very, like, I don't want to say agitated, but he seems very, I don't know, antsy or something. Yeah. Very paranoid. Nothing about Father's Day, but we got a weather report. Why am I paused? He's not saying anything. Oh, here you go. You got some new little dent who loves you. There you go. Look at the cute little doggy on the super sticker. Hello, are you going to read it?
If I a way to fake subs, I'd like to know about
Are you going to read it? Are you going to acknowledge it? Come on, it's a yellow bubble. Come on.
Because that's something that Kick should be made aware of immediately. That there's a way to fake subs, seriously.
You like the yellow, orange, and what are they, red bubbles? Come on, you like those.
Ace now did a $10 super sticker of a dancing Shiba Inu that's saying thank you. Well, thank you to Ace for that.
It's
get that on the
very
board. You're now the
cute.
top super chatter of the day, Ace. Okay, how about this? Since people want to talk big, right? If you know...
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I don't know why this is about to get salty and shitty, but y'all, this is about to get salty and shitty. Here we go.
Know how to fake a sub on Kick? Prove it right now and give a fake sub, and I'll tell you what happens. Seriously.
Oh, that's just a shtick to get people to give him subs. Okay. I thought this was actually going to be serious.
If you think you know how to do the once over on Kick and screw the whole business up, give the fake sub right now, and then I will look at my leaderboard and tell you, because I just looked at the revenue, and I see the revenue count for the week right now. Give the fake sub right now, and I will go see if it...
I thought this was supposed to be a happy, fun, positive thing.
Up or down. It won't go down.
He is in distress. Like, this is crazy, dude.
See, if it went up and if it didn't go up, then I guess you really did scam Kick, in which case I got to tell Kick to look into it. Yes, super stickers count for super chats, maximum turbo. Yes, they do. That's true, too. Narwhal Gaming says, hey, why are you gifting one fake sub? If that's the case, just drop 100 fake subs and prove it. It's actually a good point. If they're fake and you're doing it for free, if you found some way to scam the system, you're the magical mastermind who found the loophole in Kick. Why aren't you dropping hundreds and hundreds of fake subs right now like they do on YouTube, right? It's a good point.
Okay.
Ace did a $2 super chases. Can you believe what happened to Stuttering John? No, I don't even know what that means. I don't know what you're talking about at all. So, no, I guess I can't believe it because I don't know about it. You can't believe what you're not...
Oh, all he ever does, Japanese, all he ever does is look at the money. That's all he ever looks at. Oh, there's his favorite little dent. There's Guitar Player. One of our favorite little cuckaroonies. Here to support Daddy.
So you notice now they got called out on this. They got called out on their bluff, and now there's no subs coming in. You notice this, right? They got completely blown up, called out on their bluff live on stream. If you can just gift fake subs, why aren't you gifting hundreds right now like they do on YouTube? And nothing. Zero. Crickets. You gotta love it.
Maybe they don't want to even give you the 12 cents or whatever it is. And they don't have to, I mean, no, I'm not, like, who the fuck are you? That, like, somebody has to prove something to you. Nobody has to prove anything to anybody.
Guitar Player, 48 months, earning the Emerald Crown. Good to see you today, Guitar Player. Thanks for stopping.
Oh, good job at being a massive cuck for 4 years. That takes commitment. You crayon-eating, glue-sniffing dent. Great job.
Bye, how's everything going, man?
Sir, you're still live. You're still in front of an audience. It's a small, pathetic audience, but it's an audience nonetheless. Sir?
You're good? Awesome. Glad to hear that, Guitar Player.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, getting back on track, because, man, we've been derailed. So this week is going to be a good one.
You derailed yourself, sir. You did this to yourself. Just like all this other crazy shit, you do this to
With a
yourself.
good variety of stuff, right? 3 new games, ongoing playthroughs like Liza P. Basically, every night stream this week is different. Are you aware of that? Literally every night stream. Tonight it's Truck Sim.
Isn't every night stream always different?
Tomorrow it's Cast and Chill. Then we've got Mario Kart, I think. Hold on.
I'm not cranky. I'm toxic.
No, Minecraft. So we've
That's my job.
got Truck Sim, Cast and Chill, Minecraft, Mario Kart, the new driving game, and Friday Night Fight CVS 2. Every single night this week, we're doing something completely different, which is awesome. I think that's cool to have a big rotation of fun, chill games that everyone gets a little bit of something.
Who is this weirdo
Thanks
that
to the
keeps
$5 super
like
chat, he
saying
lost
this
his family,
weird
he's a raging
shit?
alcoholic now. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know much about Stuttering John. I know he used to be one of the cast of the Howard Stern show, ages ago, right? Like long time ago. But I don't know much about him. You know, I didn't really listen to the show when he was part of it, so I don't know anything about that.
Oh, there you go. You can chew on your fingers. That's cute. Everybody likes to see someone just like just gnawing on their fucking hand.
All right. Okay. Well, here's the deal. That's really all I got to talk about today. There's nothing too crazy going on in game news right now.
Oh, wow. That's all you had, and it was nothing. Virgil, thank you for the 5. Paying him $1,600 to eat food is super dented, but to pay him $1,600 to clean a closet is on another level of dented.
Been looking, the world right now is on fire in every possible way. In the United States, we got protests up, down, left, and right, clashes in the streets. Our economy is tanking. Worldwide, we got wars breaking out.
But didn't you just say the U.S. was like roses and unicorns and shit?
But here on DSP Gaming, this is the place to escape. Seriously, like I'm not going to be talking about that stuff. We're just going to be enjoying games in each other's company and chill times and vibes. So if you want to unplug from all the chaos of reality and then come somewhere and just hang out, this is the place for it, okay?
If you want to ignore everything else that's going on in the world and see me freak out about getting a few subs on Kick, you're in the right place.
Don't worry about that. I'm not going to be talking about this world news and crazy politics and stuff like that. Not here. Absolutely not. All right?
Okay, cool.
Cool. So what do you guys want to talk about? Tag me in chat.
Oh,
Any more shout-outs?
no.
I'll shout them out. Any more little back and forth?
Oh,
Q&A, we'll do that.
no.
And as soon as we figure out, hey, we've covered everything people want to talk about, we can end the podcast and start getting
40 minutes of Q and beg. No. Don't do it.
He talks about his son and daughter being a DSP fan. Okay, great. Thanks, Ace. Not sure what you want me to say about that.
Do you talk about the
Honestly,
magic cards?
I don't know
No.
if you want me to react. You're probably trying to elicit some response that you're not going to get because I don't know how you're expecting me to react to that. I got a $2 tip.
Okay.
Listen to this nonsensical question.
Oh,
How
here
do
we
you
go.
get the majority of your support from people who never chat in your stream? Usually it comes from people that frequently participate in chat. That's weird. You do realize that I'm one of the most harassed streamers on the planet, and people who talk in my chat get harassed. So let's say you like the content and you don't want to get harassed, you probably would support from behind the scenes, correct? I mean, if you're smart, just saying. Like, sadly, I get people who come by and they don't do that, and the next thing you know, they're telling me how they're getting harassed, and I'm like, I'm sorry for that, but that's part of the problem.
Oh,
of
is
having all your
this
stuff
is
online.
this the excuse?
Like,
This must be the excuse for why all the sock accounts don't talk.
some people, I hate to say it's 2025, and some people still think like it's safe to have your YouTube account the same exact name as your Facebook account, the same exact name as your TikTok and your X account. And by the way, you got all your private information on there public for everyone. That's an absolutely, positively horrible idea. It couldn't be worse. Seriously, couldn't be a worse idea, because people will find ways to harass, and people will do it just for the sake of doing it. Not even if they get something out of it. They just want to get away with it. So you can't, to this day, you have to have, things that are protected. You should not have your private information listed publicly on the internet at all, okay?
Oh, Kaylee, I'm so terribly sorry to hear that. That sounds awful. Oh my gosh. I'm happy to hear that
So,
you're safe.
Yeah, it sucks. But a lot of people who like me
Oh my
are what they
goodness.
call the silent majority, the lurkers. They watch the content, they'll watch the stream, they'll watch the on-demand video, but they're not here to actively chat because they just don't want to have that hassle of, online nonsense. So they just support and move on their way, so that way there's no chance of that. And I see absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. I think it makes perfect sense that people would be doing that. Yeah. I'm good, Jay. Thanks for asking. I'm looking forward to this week. It's going to be an exciting week for sure with all the new.
Yeah, but Thomas the Dent Engine fucking did that shit to himself, though. He was like, oh, well, he's the one who decided to type in chat. What were you looking? He needed the recognition so fucking desperately that he's the one who did it. Well, that's what you get.
Games. Stray 2? I didn't hear anything about Stray 2. Are they actually making it? Because I would love Stray 2. I love Stray 1. I'd be down for that. Oh, yeah? Interesting. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this entirely. I really was going to mention this first thing. It's completely slipped my mind. Happy Father's Day, everybody. It is Father's Day in the United States anyway. I don't know about other places, but today is Father's Day in the States. And today, if you can, spend some time with your dad. Be thankful for what your dad has done for you. And if that's appropriate.
Are you thankful for what your dad has done for you? Just asking for a friend.
Because, hate to say it, not every dad is the best, right? But if
this wouldn't be personal for you, would it?
you had a good upbringing, be sure to be grateful to your dad today. I already called my dad yesterday and talked with him because I said I'd be working today, so I called early. But yeah, whichever.
You don't work until noon. Oh, I had to hurry up and call him yesterday because I'm working today.
Happy Father's Day out there. And if you're a dad, happy Father's Day. Enjoy your day.
Whatever. Exactly, like you care. Like you give a fuck about anybody. There it is, 26 minutes. And actually,
There you go.
He went live at like 11:35 or 11:36. So
lunch with your dad. That's a good thing to do. Bookworm, 36 months as a member, now celebrating their diamond crown in the chat, says, shout out to the working man dads out there. There you go.
Did he make Father's Day about him? Surprisingly, well, he said he called his dad, but like, that's fine.
I received a $5 tip from Chocoboco. Tipping with the fake name is what I've been doing for 4 years. The name Chocoboco is literally a Final Fantasy reference. There you go. So this is someone who even knows if this person chats in the chat or not, but they support with a different name. That way no one can know it's someone and harass them. A perfect idea. And there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Isn't that sad though? When you're being told, hey, make a sock account and give me money so that people don't harass you, doesn't that make you want to look into anything any deeper?
I respect it. It's probably the smart thing to do with the climate of weirdos out there today, right? Oh, and don't worry, because when those weirdos harass you, they're not using their real names either. It's not like they're putting their real information on the internet, you know, these nut jobs.
No, because they're smart. No, because they're smart.
All right, someone tipped $2 and called me their online daddy. That's incredibly disturbing. And if you ever do that again, I'll just have to accept more money. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's hot.
I also received a $2 tip. I can confirm. I sent you a $1.50 super sticker. I ended up getting harassed on my channel for a week. Now I do all my supporting anonymously, and I still type in chat in peace, and no one knows. It's a win-win because I don't need you to say my name for me to show support to the GOAT YouTube streamer. There you go. There you go. So for those of you who maybe don't do that, or maybe you did support once and got harassed, people are doing it regularly, all right? And it works. That's how you keep your stuff safe, and I totally appreciate and support that. I would never hold it against anyone.
I don't know why these people don't get curious. Do they really think that... I'm not saying that there are people on the internet who get hate for like no reason whatsoever, but it's like, there's gotta be something. If I gave somebody $5 and then all of a sudden it was just like, why are you doing this? And they're awful and they're terrible. I'd be like, wait, what are they?
Ace did a $2 super chat. Please Google SJ. It's my gift to you. What the hell is SJ? What are you talking about? Man, by the way, I was still waiting for AI Podcast to give me a whole bunch of more fake subs, but they just didn't come through. It's almost as if they were completely full of shit to begin with. Wow, what a shocking twist, huh?
Nah, they got the little crash out, and then just like everybody else, I mean, like they wiped their ass with you, like, and then they're done. That's it. You had the little crash out. It was funny. We all had a fucking laugh at your expense, or we chuckled, or we did whatever, and then we just kind of moved on. Like, you're the only one still worried about this.
I just don't get it. I mean, they were so confident and adamant that they knew how to game the system, and then they just vanished from existence. What?
All that's BS. No one harasses him over a fucking dollar. No, that's true.
Wow. Cyberelk did a €2 super chat. He says, how are you? Will you play the altars? I don't know what that is. Someone mentioned it on a stream last week, and I was like, I don't know what that is. But we don't have time in the schedule to play another game that seems to have come out of...
We don't have time to put anything new into the schedule. That's why on Friday, when we had nothing to do, I played random demos for free. But nope, no time. No time.
It seems like whenever this happens, you guys want me to play it, I play it, and then after like 2 streams, you're bored of it. Like, that's what happened with Blue Prince. It came out of nowhere. Everyone said it was great. I ended up loving it, and then everyone complains that I've been playing it for 2 months. Well, you know... Right now, we've got a very, very hefty schedule with the day streams between Liza P and Anamusha 2 HD and then the night streams.
We're so busy. That's why I did a whole stream of garbage on Friday.
These are all different chill games. I don't have time for another game right now.
You're giving the dents too much credit. That's probably true. That's true. They think he's retarded like them, and that's why they support him? Possibly so.
Super Bonchan with the dig at a certain person saying, maybe AI Podcast gifted those subs to fulfill the dying wish of their best friend. Yeah, I know. I know. That was the best one. Who was it? Was it Void? Because if you look at my overall leaderboard here on Kick, lifetime top gifters, right? Void is currently number 6. And at one point, Void was number 1 for a while, and it ended up dipping a few over time, right? And basically, when people asked him, because apparently he didn't like me, and people were like, well, why did you gift Phil so much? Why did you support his channel so much if you don't like him? And he literally said, oh, it was the dying wish of my best friend to gift Darkside Phil. So everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you should have just said space aliens made you do it at laser point, you know? Like, that would have made more sense.
You're so funny. Hello, sir? You're still live.
The altars is like Fallout Shelter? I don't like the idea of that. But on a big scale with full 3D graphics and in-depth story, maybe you can watch a trailer. Dude, if it's like Fallout Shelter, I'm not playing it. That game's terrible. Fallout Shelter.
Well, he's got nothing to talk about, so we're still doing this. And I took a look ahead at Raw Phil, and as of live, he's still sitting here in about exactly the same position.
Is addictive for the first day you play it. You get addicted to the formula. By day 2, you're already bored. It's the same repetitive shit over and over. Build some rooms, recruit some survivors, send them out on a mission. Do the same. It's the same loop. So it's like so boring. And then the game offers nothing new. It just doesn't ever add anything different. It's the same boring, repetitive shit. But I ended up, I tried it. When it was a new game, I tried it for like 2 days. I liked it. And then after that, I was like, what the fuck? That's it? I got so bored. I never played it again.
You
I
are.
totally believe that. The Sockopus says,
Why does he take so fucking long? I've got him on 1.5 speed.
Iron Chef Sakai has 3 socks in the top 5. Well, he has Iron Chef Sakai. He's got It's a Me Ken. I know those 2 are him, for sure. I don't know if Lance Catamaran is actually him, too. I have no idea who Lance Catamaran is. I don't think Lance Catamaran ever said a word in the chat. But Iron Chef Sakai
I think Lance Catamadent is OIC.
and It's a Me Ken are definitely the same person. There's not a doubt. That's the same exact person.
I don't know if that's true, but he's seeming to say that it is, which that's like, who the fuck cares? But
But man, I'm so disappointed that Dr. Lexus never returned after I dumped the casino. Dr. Lexus never returned to felt me with $220 contributions. He never came back. It's so sad. Because I would.
I know you're sad. You're sad that they're all gone, except for the fact that you shit on It's a Me Ken when the Switch 2 came out.
Love a nice felting from him, especially if it's $220 at a time.
But you're so successful. Aren't things going great for you? You have hundreds and thousands of supporters. How are you not just collecting dollar after dollar after dollar?
No, from what
Some of these idiots have asked him if they can come over to his house and sleep over.
I'm to understand, Dr. Lexus is a legit, like, ginormous whale of the casino, and he came over here to.
all of the people who support them came over here, asshole, to support you because the casino asked them to. And they like the guys at the casino. So they did. And when you turned into an asshole and I'm smarter than you and I snaked everyone and I lied about everything, Kino was like, come on back, ladies and gentlemen. It's all over. And everybody went, except for Iron Cuck, who I guess still like wants to suck you off, apparently.
Support when I was part of their group, and then the moment that I was done with them and dumped their asses, he freaked out. He was like, well, that's it, I'll never. He was gone for like a whole week. He came back one more night.
There's some dent over in the YouTube chat who keeps throwing him like $2, $2, $2, $2. And he did get like, I don't know, 6 or 7 or 8 memberships over on Kick. So yeah, he's at $90 already.
And claimed, I don't like console wars. You get the reference.
Andy and Ashton are actually entertaining. I agree.
I don't like console wars. I was just away for a week. I was sick. And he dropped 40 something subs, so equivalent 220 subs, the stupid detractor meme. He dropped that, and then he literally never came back ever again after that. And man, I'm still feeling the sting of the $220. Oh, it hurt so bad.
No, you're not. You gave that money to Scopely.
When those dollars entered my wallet. Oh.
They didn't enter your wallet. They go right from PayPal over to Scopely. What the fuck are you talking about?
It got me. That's so funny. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, he's feisty today.
Classic laugh. Don't be self-conscious about it. A $2 tipper says. To be honest, would you like to know? I can't do the laugh anymore. When I was younger, you got to keep in mind, I've been making content on the internet now for almost 18 years. You get that? When I was in my 20s,
what does that have to? Oh God, it's back in the day. Oh no,
my voice was a lot more high pitched. Okay, and
it's not a very low pitched voice now, sir.
The reason was because I didn't sit around talking nonstop all day every day. Okay, I mean, my office job, I barely talked at all. You know, I sat around data entry and doing stuff. It was like emails. Okay, so when I first started on YouTube, I was a younger guy, I had a much high-pitched voice. You remember I used to sing high-pitched all the time, and I could hit all the notes in my older content? I can't do that anymore. Like, my throat...
Yes, we remember every piece of content that you've ever made. Can I come and sleep over at your house so I can sketch you while you sleep and follow around 6 feet behind you on my hands and knees? Like, I don't know who the fuck you think you are.
Has physically changed over the years from talking nonstop. It just, everything's different. The way I sound, the affectations in my voice, my mannerisms.
You realize everyone's voice changes over time?
The inflection and tone of my voice, it's all different. And you can't go back. You know what I mean? Like right now, if I tried to hit the high-pitched singing notes, if I tried to laugh high-pitched, I can't do it anymore.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Your voice is higher than my voice, and I'm a woman. So, I mean, come on now.
So, that's all you can do.
This is my normal tone, and I talk lower than you.
is just move on with life and accept it. You know, someone who's literally talked all day, every day that he's worked for the last 14 years because I started doing this full time in 2011. That's what happens, man.
It's just called getting older, man. That's all. It's just getting older. Your voice changes. He's old.
I received a generous $10 tip here from You're Not Funny. Happy Father's Day to Phil and happy belated birthday to the great Donald Trump. He's having the greatest second act in presidential history. What should I get my father for Father's Day? It's too late. Today is Father's Day. You can't get him anything. You should have done it earlier. It's very disrespectful. But thanks for the
What did you get? What did you get your dad? I'd like to know.
tip.
I remember when he was doing all that bullshit with the microphone and his voice had too much bass. There's too much bass in his voice. Like, okay, yeah, you're a fucking real Chad. Like, thank God I'm sitting down. My knees are shaking.
Incredibly disrespectful to your father to not do anything earlier than right now, last minute.
There you go. He's old. He's gay. He's bald.
Okay.
Boy, that has really caught on, hasn't it?
I received a $2 tip.
Oh, just vibing. You know he got the man nothing.
Another person claiming they're the same situation where they have
probably called over there and was like, "Hey, Dad, yeah, whatever. Put Mom on the phone. I need some money."
treated in the past, and then they got harassed, so now they now tip anonymously too.
Put Frankenstein on the phone. The idiot who made this monster. I need some money. Give me $1,000, you stupid bitch. Are y'all dead yet?
Handheld generation game. Oh, my first ever portable video game. Let me think about that. It wasn't Game Boy. I had portable things before Game Boy. Probably Tiger Electronic.
Achoo! I'm sorry, I accidentally sneezed and we skipped through some of this bullshit.
Games were completely spoiled before they ever came out, which is what happens today. Like, can you even name a single narrative-based game that isn't completely spoiled on the internet before it's out? They're all spoiled now, you know? Like, everything has changed so badly now. It's so bad.
Poor Boomer is sad. Life no like was used to no more. Boomer cannot go fast enough for life no more.
Do I miss renting games at Blockbuster? Yes and no. Here's what I do miss. Being able to go into Blockbuster, drop $15, go home with 3 games you can now test over a weekend, see which one you like, and then maybe decide that's something you want to buy. That was a good game preview system. It really was.
Must be shitty being an ex-Marine and this is the son you raised. I don't know if that much shame could even exist, honestly.
Okay, what do I not miss about Blockbuster? Dropping $15, bringing 3 games home to test over the weekend, putting them into your console, and now everything's dirty as fucking glitching because people don't clean the games. So now your console's dirty.
Never had that happen. I've never had that happen.
Game's dirty. Now you're in there with fucking little Q-tips and little felted.
So you were breaking all the games at Blockbuster is what you were saying. I also miss Blockbuster.
Felt-tipped brushes with alcohol.
Couldn't wait to get home from school on Friday night because I knew Dad was going to take me to Blockbuster and I was going to get something.
Liquid, you're scrubbing, trying to get tarnished. Like, oh, fuck, this is clean. Before I put the game in, and now this fucking thing's all fucked up. I can't play any games on it. That was a pain in the ass. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It really was. It was like at least you get some good games for cheap and be able to try them, but then you got to fucking scrub the shit out of your whole setup for like a week.
That never happened. That never happened to me.
Never.
Never.
To your games you own too. You put your clean game in there into the dirty system, and now there's shit all over your clean game. Now you got to scrub your clean game too. Oh, I'm well aware of that.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dave tells people he doesn't have any children. I also wouldn't be surprised.
Miss Silliman.
Oh, yeah. Remember Hollywood Video? Oh, my gosh.
Miss Silliman says the reason that the FTC uses PlayStation is because Sony bought EVO a year or two ago. Right. So when you go to EVO, they're going to be playing on PlayStation 5s no matter what. So since that's the tournament standard of the national tournament, now everyone's playing on PlayStation, which is fucking stupid because it's...
I'm sorry. I just can't listen to the complaining anymore. My dad isn't taking me anywhere. He's 6 feet under. I know. My dad too, Virgil. I know. What do you guys think his office smells like? I'm going to give the same answer I always give. Depression and stale farts.
All right.
Because I still think it's funny, because I laugh at my own jokes, because I'm lame. And I don't know. It's the first thing I think of every time.
Any other topics, please tag me in chat. Thank you for the early support. Over $100 of support before we booted the game. Amazing. Thank you guys so much for that.
Mom and Dad disown Ark when? I don't know. Probably when he went to get married and they were like, get a job, a real job, you fucking loser. You actually have someone to take care of now who depends on you. Stop being a fucking bum.
That will certainly help a ton. Hopefully we hit this goal for Liza P. Should be a great stream of progress in the Liza P DLC today.
I got my dad a 16-pack of beer and hung out with him.
By the way,
that's sweet, Iviga.
Know how long it is and how far in I am, because people have told me it's 20 hours. And if you take a look, I am currently...
Don't feel bad, though. It's cool. Yep. My dad died back in, like, 2020, so...
Where is it?
It happens.
6 parts in, but a lot of these parts are around an hour and a half. So in reality, I'm about maybe 9 hours into it, I think. But I'm curious.
His office smells like sweat, man sex residue, and shame.
Am I like halfway in yet? Because people are saying it's 20 hours. Am I seriously not even halfway in yet?
Ooh.
Cydia says, do you feel like you're the unwilling villain of a streaming world? One day when you're long and gone, maybe a documentary will be made about how you were actually based. I'm literally not a villain to anything. I want you to think about it this way, all right? A villain is usually someone
Oh, God, I don't know if I can do this again.
who's through their heinous actions hurt others, and therefore, that's why they're seen as a negative presence. I want you to ask you a question. Who do I hurt every day when I turn on a stream and I play games? Who do I hurt when I turn on a stream and I hang out with people and I talk and we have a good time?
I don't want to say, like, retarded people, because, like, this guy's retarded, but, like... I use that word as like an actual insult. You hurt people who are overly kind, naive, maybe they have mental illness or incapacities or something like that. You're hurting the people that you're taking advantage of when you cry poor, but you pull six figures. That's who you're hurting. The people that are giving you all of this money. And no, you might not be as scummy now as you used to be when you were lying and telling people that you couldn't afford to pay your rent when you could. But, you know, all my dad got was disappointed. Oh, goodness. Don't say that.
Am I making slanderous, defamatory content that could hurt other people's reputations and bring...
Yes, you have made slanderous, defamatory content. You shit on side scrollers. You shit all over Kino Casino. They don't give a fuck. But you shit on Rich from Review Tech. And I'm sure countless, there are plenty of other people who live in your head, you know, detractors and stuff like that. So yes, you have made harmful, slanderous content. Yes, you have.
Bring them down and ruin them? No. Am I
Yes.
shilling stuff to you that's low quality garbage, but I'm making you spend your hard-earned money on junk so I can get ahead?
Yes, technically you are. You do have affiliate links in your video descriptions. I know that when I go over to your channel and I grab the daily FAP so I can do the filibuster, you are advertising to me affiliate links down in the lower left-hand corner that you want me to click on so that I can buy the same shit that you use. So you are advertising to me. You also run ads on all of your stuff. So yes, you are. You are advertising to me, yes.
No. Am I misrepresenting the games I'm playing to make you buy stuff so that...
No, you're not misrepresenting the games. You're actually showing how good the games are, despite the fact that you are very shitty at them. But, I mean, come on.
I'll make money and get ahead? No. The stuff that I do is actually completely, definitively helping people because you're either getting entertainment out of it, you're getting informed, or let's face it, you're one of the many leeches of a giant...
You literally need a buffer in order to be entertaining. You are not educating anybody on anything except this is what a narcissist looks like.
Ecosystem that suck on me every day to actually make content for a content mill. Because that's what it is. It's the Dark Side Hill content mill every day. So literally...
I can't help it that you're a stupid lol cow, dude. I do other things besides stream you, believe it or not. So I'm sorry if you're mad that I take a piece of your pie, but I mean, that's because you're a stupid fucking lol cow.
My very existence on the internet is a positive, beneficial thing. There's no way you could ever spin me into being a villain. Unless...
I don't have to spin you. You just are one. No, you're not like the worst person who ever lived. No, I'll never say that like there was no worse atrocity committed by a worse person than this asshole. But like, dude, come on. You're a scummy, grimy piece of shit. And you know that you are.
You could lie so that you can make more content for your content mill, by which you're actually getting positive stuff out of it, in which case I still can't be a villain. Just by its very nature, the nonsense that these people spout proves that I'm not a villain.
I don't. I'm sorry. I can't. Your logic does not resemble our Earth logic.
The bottom line is the people who watch that stuff are too dumb. I mean, these are the biggest mouth-drooling dunces of the planet. These are not fucking intelligent people. These are people who just sit around.
Everyone who watches detractors are retarded. The only people who don't enjoy Dark Side Phil are the stupid people with their low IQ.
And want to be part of drama for drama's sake, not because it's true, but because
drama's entertaining, asshole. You're boring. Asshole.
They're jollies off being a part of something on the internet, which is really dumb. Groupthink mentality from a sheep, a mindless...
Don't worry about how I get my jollies off. I'm married, stupid.
Right? So, yeah, there's absolutely no way that I could ever be spun as a legit villain.
You don't have to be spun. You just are. You just are.
Silliman says the DLC is 15 to 20 hours, but you would have to add more time if you're stopping for shoutouts. Yes, but I'm asking directly as my playthrough where I am right now. We're in the underground facility under Hotel Krat in the past.
People have gone bankrupt giving you money. More than once. You yourself have had to file for bankruptcy. You've shamed your spouse. You've brought shame. What's the line from Mulan? Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. Like, you brought shame to everybody, dude.
Okay, we've gone through it. We're probably near the end of it right now. Where along in the DLC is that? Because that's around 9 hours of gameplay for me, but I'm representative. Is that halfway through the DLC? Is that a third through the DLC? Are we more than halfway through the DLC? I'm trying to pace myself and figure out realistically how many more streams till I beat this DLC, because I don't know.
Yeah, the King Snake. Very, very, very well said. Good point. Yeah, the King Snake isn't a villain, but remember, he's the mastermind behind all of this. Remember, he doesn't make any slanderous content. It was pure irony, if you will, that after Kino Casino shit on him, he ran over to Rich from Mavutech. Yeah, you called Lex a slut. Forgot about that. Called Lex a slut. You've doxed people. You've tried to get people to be your attack dogs and dox people for you. Like, you're trash, dude. Like, you're trash and you know you're trash. Just say it with your chest out. Be proud of who you are.
Oh, Sidious, there's tons of people who have detractor groups. The problem is for me...
Dishonor on you, on your family, dishonor on your cow.
The detractor group, all right, has found a way to definitively bank off of me, and therefore there is so many of these leech losers, right, that it's hard for the positive community to maintain itself and not be affected negatively by the things that they do. I don't give a shit about the detractor communities around me at all. I just wish they would leave us alone. Leave me and my genuine fans and viewers alone and out of your shit. You could...
What did that say in the kick chat? I'm sorry. Wah, wah, wah. Insult others, but cry if they insult me. Wah, wah, wah.
Alone and out of your shit. You could easily stay in your circle and make fun of me every day. And
how many times has he told people to go Minecraft? Quite a bit.
Still make bank and not have to harass the positive people around here, but they don't. They go too far. When you're someone, for example, like...
I don't harass anybody. I've never said a word to you. I never will. I don't give enough of a fuck about you to, like, troll you. I don't actually stream you. I restream Raw Phil. And I just talk shit about you. And people come over here and they talk shit with me about you. And I'm allowed to sit at my lunch table and make fun of the kid 3 tables over if I want to. I'm never going to say anything to you. There's no need for me to say anything to you.
You brought up Asmongold. Asmongold is...
I don't care about the detractor groups. I just want them to leave me alone. Yeah, he does. He really cares.
Insanely huge. Okay, to the point where it doesn't matter how many detractors he has, he's immune. Same thing with PewDiePie back in the day. Do you remember PewDiePie definitely had detractors, right? But the thing was, he was so big that it didn't matter that he had detractors. He had way too many positive people, you know what I mean? And to some extent, that was me back in the day. If you remember when I first started and I was getting popularity.
Why are we getting all these back in the day? Oh.
There was detractors back
Grandpa, come on.
DSP cult leader, who in the first year that I was making videos, this was before I was making money doing it. I didn't even monetize my content. DSP cult leader was saying I was trying to build up a cult of kids to follow me and do my bidding so that in life I could basically be well off. I'll ask upon them to help me in the future. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I was conditioning these kids to be my slaves for the rest of my life. But back then everyone laughed at the detractors and said, what are you, crazy? Like, what are you, stupid? Phil's just a guy who loves to play games. He's just making silly videos. He's not even taking it seriously. How could you even say dumb shit like that? Today, if someone came out as DSP cult leader, they'd have 100,000 subs. They'd make $10,000 a month making that kind of content about me because people are that dumb on the internet. They're actually that fucking stupid. They like that content for some reason.
But aren't people allowed to like what they like? There are people apparently who unironically like your shit. I think they're stupid as fuck. Okay, so what?
Yeah, and that's the thing, Archmage. I'm not going to be doing politics like that. Like, I tried DS Politics. It didn't work. Within a month, people didn't care about it anymore. So, been there, done that, and now we're going to be focusing on gaming moving forward.
Well, you're actually going to have to pick a side at some point, bro.
Which works. That's my forte. That's what people are here for, right? That's what's bringing the butts to seats, and that's what's bringing the support. I think people really appreciate it.
Yeah, all 261 asses in them seats. Big ups, pimp.
When I said I would back
217,000 subscribers and 250 asses in the seats. Good job.
Away from the drama stuff, and instead focus on the things that are positive that I'm good at and doesn't hurt anyone, right? So, there you have it. Me doing the gameplay has worked. If you haven't noticed, since I've refocused on solely gameplay, things are going well.
Yeah, that's why you just cried about how support last week was so bad. You can't talk out of both sides of your mouth, dude. You can't. We listen. We member. Do you member? I member. You're still live, sir. I don't know if you've fallen asleep or what, but you're still... Hello? Mic check?
It's our
you
players
good?
that the trolls know if you stop making videos today, they would go away. Well, first what would happen, let's say, for example, I cold turkey quit. First what would happen is they try to find out anything.
That's not how the word cold turkey, that's not how that phrase works.
Possibly could. All right. About me and my private.
Abruptly quit, just up and quit. Cold turkey quit, that's not how that term works. It never has been.
Life. They would try to stalk and harass, because they do it now anyway. But if I don't have a public-facing side and they no longer have a content mill, now they've got to try to find out whatever they can, right? And I likely would end up getting harassed behind the scenes. They try to mess with me as much as they possibly could and make content out of that.
And people still like super fuck with you, dude. They got into your Comcast bullshit. They were changing your passwords. I mean,
But
come
after
on,
a while,
dude.
you're right, that would just die out. It would be like, well, the shtick of Phil, you know, it's not a big shtick anymore because he's not on the internet anymore. So then they would have to try to move on and do other stuff, you know.
You realize everybody already does other stuff, right? We all have other things that we do.
I feel like what would happen is for a while, I'm not even kidding, like let's say like a 5-year period, they would probably just go back and watch all my old content, micro-analyze it, explain why it was all horribly wrong and terrible content, right? Like that's the thing. I've been on the internet now for 18 years. There is so much content of me, they could go back and look at the old stuff and analyze that. Today they're analyzing the new stuff, but they could easily go back and analyze the old stuff for a long time. But eventually it would die out, you would think, but maybe not. These people, you have to understand that these people are actually nuts. This isn't, oh, I just like to laugh at a meme. These people are genuinely obsessed with toxic memes to the point where that's their whole existence. They get up in the morning and that's what they're thinking about. Gee, let me jump on my Discord and talk to people about it. Let me jump on a restreamer and watch them restream Phil all day. Let's then go to X and post about it. Then let's go to a Reddit thread. Then let's go to Kiwi Farms. Oh wait, Phil's online again. Let's watch another restreamer. Oh, I'll go to bed thinking
You realize it's just fun, right?
about it. Like, this is their life. It's insane obsession.
It ain't my life, but I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for me, but it sure as fuck ain't my life. I don't follow you on Twitter. I don't look to see what you're doing all the time.
It's not regular
I don't care.
existence or thought. That's something snapped and broken and disconnected in their brains. And there's
Oh, listen to this gaslighting.
thousands of people like this.
If you like the detractors and there's something wrong with you, these people are all unhinged and stupid.
They've all found each other in this sick community online. Instead of seeking help, which would have been talk to a friend or a family member, explain their mania, their obsession, which they've been told, no, this is insane and unhealthy. Stop, get a life, get a job, get real friends, get what you need to get you out of this obsession.
Oh, listen to the projection. Maybe you should get a life, get some friends, get a job.
But they don't do that. They just sit online habitually every day, 24/7. They are actually the real life basement dweller, only it may not even be in a basement.
And see, this is what I was talking about earlier in the stream. He thinks everybody that watches him, number one, again, like I say, is a dude, which I'm not. You're all 30, 40, 50-year-old virgins. You don't know the touch of a woman. You don't have a partner or, you know, a spouse or anything like that. You don't have a life. You don't have a job. You don't have kids. You sit in mommy and daddy's basement all day, and you're a 45-year-old named fucking Jimothy, and you're typing furiously on Reddit on your Dorito-dusted keyboard in your, you know, cargo shorts that have hot pocket stains on them and your shit stained underwear, and you just can't get enough him. And it's like, that's not how, I'm positive that's not how anybody behaves. But this is either what he thinks or what he needs people to think. But I really do believe that that's kind of the way that it is.
Basement. They're just a shut-in who sits in a fucking room all day obsessing over me. Get it? And then if I were to go away, they might literally just still keep going. Go back to the old content. Talk about this old thing. Try to find out what happened to Phil. Now he's not making content anymore. Harass him. And they probably would keep going. They're just insane.
So what does that matter to you?
And until someone actually exposes these things and calls it out for
He does realize that detractors can make friends in the same community. Right.
what it is, you get people like the duties, right? The raw Phils, the people who actually abuse that
Big ups Raw Phil. Big ups Duty.
shit. It's for personal gain. But I'm the villain, but they're the ones who literally are exploiting mentally ill people on a daily basis for personal gain and don't give a shit about any repercussions that it could affect them. It could affect those people. It could affect me. They don't care. As long as they're making
We don't give a fuck if it affects you. First of all, none of us here are worried about you.
money, right? They're okay with it. And the moment they stop making money, they disappear.
We are allowed to make money. Aren't you allowed to make money? So we're allowed to make money. Again, sorry that you can't snatch that piece of the pie. If you were better, you could, but you're not, so you can't. Get fucked, nerd. Hello, sir. You're still live. You want to wrap up the show? Because you're making yourself look real stupid. I'm fairly certain I'm not mentally ill. Yep, that's right. You like drama and or you enjoy the community. It's a really great community of really great people. We chat in like my Discord and everything like that. Everyone's super nice. I don't think they're all brain damaged mouth droolers who are mentally ill, says the 43-year-old in the teenager's room. who cries and pounds on the desk when he sucks ass at his video game?
No, I'm just tired of talking about the nonsense. I don't care anymore. You see, it doesn't affect me. That's the other thing that's hilarious. There's an entire weird
this whole rant is clearly saying how it doesn't affect you, for sure.
weirdo community around me that doesn't affect me. You get it? Like, I sit here and I just make my content every day, regardless of any of it. I pay no attention to any of it. I don't know what they're talking about. The only time
He knows exactly what everybody's talking about. Then how, then you don't know anything about Duty. Who's Duty? You don't know. Who's Raw Phil?
I even know there's a meme is because some idiots will come in the chat and spam it 100 times, so I know there's a new meme now, But it doesn't affect me, did you notice? I've paid absolutely no attention to any of this crap. It doesn't affect me at all. I just keep pushing forward, making my content for my audience, and that's all it is,
I think you're just mad that there are detractors who are very successful and they don't have to act like you and they don't have to resort to, guys, please, I just need $20. Guys, please, I can't pay my rent and my rent's, 5 days, late. Please help me. I can't buy groceries. I don't have enough money for food. I think you're mad that people just go live. They're entertaining. They make your shit digestible and then they're compensated for that. I'm allowed to be compensated for my time, just like Raw Phil or Duty or That Being Said or anybody else who wants to talk shit about you. They're all within their right to be compensated for their time. It just sounds like you're mad that they are.
No, I actually think that they're obsessed with each other. They're not obsessed. Like someone says, LTG thinks that his detractors are gay for him. Do you think that your detractors are like, no, I don't believe that at all. At all. I think that they're more obsessed with each other and the content makers are the ones that these people get obsessed with, not me. They're not obsessed. They're obsessed with making toxic content about me. They're not obsessed with me like that. No, absolutely not. I don't believe that.
Well, at least you know. He's a bum, a crying bum. He's a silent bum. Bro, would you fucking say something? Before you look any more stupid, just stop. Just stop, because you got a shovel and you're just digging the fucking hole deeper, dude.
What do you mean? Based off of Real says he's noticed a difference in smart guys ending. What do you mean by that? What I've noticed is, as long as I stick to my own stuff, I'm doing consistent content, I'm keeping it fresh, I'm listening to ideas of things you guys want to do, whether it's games.
He's not.
And then you can actually sleep at night because you're not a scumbag who...
Okay.
Wait to the goal.
I'm sorry I rolled forward. Okay.
And here's the other thing these idiots don't realize, too. Like, one of them is in the chat and kick right now and just said, here's to hoping you never hit more than 3 goals in a row ever again. That's what he just said. All right? So
who cares? So what?
I want you to think about this. This person just actively publicly said, the detractors hope you will never hit more than 3 goals in a row again.
I couldn't give 2 fuck if you hit 86 goals right now. Like, I couldn't give a fuck if somebody gives you $1 million. Because you know why? Because in 2 days, you'll be busted and asking for $12 to hit the goal. So it doesn't fucking matter. You are a vacuum. Seriously, the money just, you're a tunnel. Money just goes through you basically on its way to Scopely. Wheelie Steve, what's happening, honey? I hope you're doing good. Hope everything's all right. What's he whining about? He got a hair up his ass about detractors. So that's kind of what we're doing right now is listening to this.
And well, ladies and gentlemen, starting right now, let's hit more than 3 goals in a row to show these fuck faces that they don't affect me, because they don't, right? They don't.
But if they didn't affect you, you wouldn't need to say that. You wouldn't need to say it. Let's show those guys I'm going to be not toxic. So let's shove in their face how wrong they are, because that would be super positive.
We're already on the way to the goal. Tonight we're doing Truck Sim. Tomorrow let's hit it with Blueprints. Yes, with Blueprints.
Okay.
Let's hit a goal with Cast and Chill. Let's prove them wrong. Let's get this going.
What does that prove? That the 4 fucking weirdos who keep giving you money will keep giving you money? Yeah, I'm sure they probably will until they die. Like, I don't know. Like, what is this? Am I supposed to be fazed by this? Who cares?
To show them that there is success in being positive.
I think there's success in begging, sir.
Being a toxic piece of garbage who brings down others around you so you can step on them to get ahead. Not that someone who lies and cheats and...
Let me explain something to you, sir. I mean, I step on you because it's funny as fuck. I'm not getting ahead, okay? I'm not getting ahead in my life in any way, shape, or form by doing this. I do this because it's funny as fuck. So you have to understand. Some people aren't interested in things like getting ahead or making all the money or winning. Sometimes some people just want to, again, I get my ticket to the circus. You really got to stop thinking that you're so fucking important in everyone's life, because you're not. If you disappeared tomorrow, we'd all move on and do other things. Some people would find another lol cow to poke fun at. Other people would just go and watch something else or fall down a different rabbit hole of the internet. Get the fuck over yourself. It's not that deep. It really isn't.
Shills and basically make sure that everyone else, again, has to suffer so that you can be successful. You don't need that to happen to be successful in life. Now, you may be taking the harder path.
I do nothing that directly affects you. Your suffering is your own shit, sir. I'm sorry that you have a drinking problem, and I hope that one day you can work that out. I'm sorry that you have a gambling problem, and I hope one day that you can work that out and be a good husband and a good person and a good YouTuber. You cannot. So since I know what a dumpster fire looks like and that they're hard to put out, I'm just going to sit here and wait for the firefighters to get here.
You may be taking the tougher route. It may be that you have to work harder than everyone else, that you have to suffer a little bit more and be a little bit more stressed than everyone else to do it, but you can still do it. And then you can actually sleep at night because you're not a scumbag who cries.
That's true. I saw his little kitty cat wrist rests, and I did go on Amazon like the consumer I am, and I got 2 kitty cat wrist rests. I'm using them right now, and I love them. They're adorable, and they make me happy, and they were the best $7 I ever spent.
Trying to ruin everyone around you for your own personal gain. Okay.
Right. I think every detractor in some way, shape, or form has actually taken shits and everything for being a detractor or whatever of, DSP. So I agree 100%. Yep. It sometimes limits appeal and growth potential and everything like that. The last thing that doing this does is like to help people like you say, Wheelie Steve. I don't think it necessarily helps people like get ahead.
All right. Well, guys, thank you for the early support. Seriously, that's a ton of support before we even started with gameplay. Now we're going to take over.
I love when you guys give me money before I even do what I said I was going to do, which was play a video game very shittily.
Little break, jump into lives of P. I'm also excited tonight for Truck Sim. I forgot to tell you guys, I bought a new pack of stuff to drink tonight. All new flavors and things for Truck Sim tonight. So that'll be fun. So good stuff coming tonight. But anyway, let us end the show, shall we? All right, my friends. Thank you for watching the Level 1 podcast. We got a great week of new games ahead, fun, chill vibes, literally a different game every night this week, which I'm very excited for. And I certainly hope that you guys will join me all week long.
That was a spicy one today. I'm surprised.
It's fun. Let's bounce back from last week. Let's get those goals hit. Let's keep the positivity.
But wait, you were so supportive. You were so well supported and everything was going great. What do you mean it's not going well?
Moving.
What do we got to bounce back from? Hasn't everything been great?
Let's prove the world wrong. When they tell you got to be some kind of a toxic jerk to succeed, let's show them that that's not the case, all right? Thank you for watching the show. I will see you on Monday morning. Peace out. Okay. Let's get set up here. I think for Lies of P, I keep forgetting how I have it set up. Hold on a second. Because every single stream is different now. Every game has a different, setup. Let me see.
It really shouldn't have to, but like what? You got to like flip the camera around a certain way. So let's see what's going on live.
R1 won't hit him. Ah.
What did he end with? 90 some bucks? And that was about a half an hour ago.
Oh, that's for trading.
Look out, 103 bucks.
Yep, that's for trading for rare items.
He must have gotten yelled at by his dad over the phone. I guarantee they talked for less than 2 minutes before this guy was like, all right, give the phone to mom. I need some money. Give mom the phone. Hi, mommy. It's your good little boy. Send me $1,000, please. I blew it all on WWE Champions again.
Nice. That was totally worth it.
Oh, I like are they like little bunny ears? I don't know, but those are cute.
Anything up here? Can I climb this? Let's see.
Jesus Christ. Still succeeds in spite of being toxic. Oh my goodness. Well, I know that not everybody likes all the Kino stuff, so I won't go and play the Kino stuff. So that's it. He's getting into the gameplay. The gameplay sucks. How many times can I say he's a shitty gamer? He just is. He ruins everything. So I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with me today. You can head over if you want to. Raw Philipper is, of course, still holding it down. Some other folks might still be streaming too. To all the dads, I hope you have a happy Father's Day. Again, I appreciate everybody hanging out. I do invite you to subscribe to my channel. If you don't want to, totally fine. Like always, I'm not your mom. I can't tell you what to do. Appreciate everybody. Have a wonderful day. And as always, stay toxic, my friends.